Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. 806. 806. 806. Catching the vibe. 806. I love a night. 806. 806. 806. 806. Shout out G. 806. 806.
We're now in the mix with DJ Wolfka.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Melly Mel, and this is the Best Damn Sport Podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. We have a fantastic show for y'all today. As always, I am joined by my co-host to the left, former YS Hooper, Chinese food connoisseur, and the heavyweight champion of the world. Make some noise for REG.
Welcome back.
What up, guys?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Another week. And my co-host to the right, former Salem High football captain, inventor of the Sanchi special, the suntan Superman himself. Make some noise for Sanjay.
Thank you. Welcome.
And joining us, feel like it's been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
People will always be throwing names at me, and it's crazy because people be throwing me names at me, and they're like, "Yo, you know," I was like, "Bro, trust me." Like,
Nah, it's been
work. You know, the head coach of Chelsea basketball. Make some noise for C's, everybody. C's.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. It has been a long time, man. It's been a while now, so I'm happy to be here, though, for real.
Yeah, welcome.
We're gonna chop it up. We're definitely gonna go through your accolades and your journey through the basketball world. Don't worry. But first, as we speak, we got like breaking news, and you know what I mean. So the NBA is kind of hot.
Yeah, NBA's hot right now.
But I feel like before we get to all the trades and stuff, the NBA Finals. Quick little recap.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know the last couple episodes I made jokes about like not caring and like, you know what I mean? It's Indy, it's OKC, and then like it kind of blew up in my face because it ended up being one of the best finals we've seen in quite some time.
Most watched
the last 6 years.
Yeah, Game 7.
I think the NBA rolled some sixes on that. They're like, damn, OKC. Then if it goes 7, we should be good. Yeah, it went 7, you got your ratings.
The referees put that shit.
Hey, you know, by any means. Got that from the book of David Stern. Like, listen, this is going 7.
We're making money off of this.
Listen, you guys are both too small markets. I got to do something.
Yeah, right. It worked.
But the Thunder, again, it's a lot of... This episode's going to be a lot of me getting proven wrong because I didn't believe Thunder until literally...
I called it.
Yesterday. Like, I was like, all right, they won the championship.
I did say Celtics, Thunder.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
But...
Well, obviously the injury's taking everybody out, so...
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted that Lakers and Celtics, but
I mean, that's the fantasy. That's the fantasy.
I want that every single season.
I love how I had people in the group chat and literally first round talking about like, yo, a sweep in the finals wouldn't even be that much money. We're in the first round. And the Lakers didn't make it. Yeah, we made it to the second. So like, you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's the 7th different champion in the last like 7 years.
Yep. Things are changing.
it's hard to even make it back there, back to back. You know what I mean? I was arguing with my boys. I'm like, yo, you can't even get there back to back. When's the last time? Probably what? Golden State, probably.
Yeah.
And the Warriors go back to just to make it there, not even win back to it, just to make it there. You know, it's hard. Injuries. You know.
The healthiest team goes the longest.
We're gonna ever see another three-peat?
No.
Because see, I didn't want to go into this, but like. I was watching, I think, whatever the morning shows are in the ESPN. I don't know what the names are.
Cold pizza.
No, not that. But I was watching it, and literally, like, one of the questions was like, is this the start of a dynasty? I was like, yo, they haven't even had the parade yet. Can we, like they won one.
Yeah.
Can we just, like, relax? And I don't think this is going to be a dynasty. It's tough. The problem is with OKC, they're young as hell.
Yeah.
They're talented as hell. They're top to bottom. Like, you got people who play both sides of the floors. You got your MVP, who he just did with the Jordan when he did a Finals MVP, regular MVP scoring title. He did all that.
That's crazy.
First one since Shaq.
Scoring champ too, no? Scoring champ too. He's doing everything, yo.
Right.
So when you got
He really liked that.
Yeah, he really is.
like
bro.
that.
This was his season. They dominated. The Thunder dominated all year.
Yep.
I don't think I was-
Playoffs.
Did you see them in the locker room? They looked like they won a high school
Yeah,
championship. Like,
they're
like,
kids. Like,
they're like,
No one knew how to-
yeah, word.
how do
No
you
one knew
pop
how to
this
pop
bottle?
bottle.
Like,
That's crazy.
right?
Chris was like, I got you.
I didn't win
Right, and they
anything.
probably got picks too, right?
They got everything, man.
Oh yeah, they have
They got
clearly.
picks coming up too, no?
Yeah, they
This
got
team
everything.
can last for way longer than any other like championship team. Like the Bucks when they won the championship, we didn't have the same like, oh, this is going to be a dynasty. It's like, oh yeah, they got there, but you know, the Bucks ain't going to come back to that. The Thunder, they have everything top to bottom.
Just because they did it
They
last
can
year
come
too,
back.
but they just kind of were too young for the playoff. Kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
I thought this season they would make it far, like Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Because they are such a young team. Like, okay, yeah, but someone's going to push you to 7 and see if you can actually overcome.
He did
They
it.
did that. And with Halliburton doing
And
whatever he's
again,
doing.
me pie in my face. I was like, Jalen Williams really not that guy. Listen, you drop 40 in the finals, you will never hear a word from me. like you know what I mean? You score 40 in the finals, you validated. I'm like,
I don't know, Kevin.
I'm not gonna lie, man, I was on your wave though. I was like, it's boring. I don't know if I was gonna even watch it.
I didn't watch game one. I think I watched. The only thing that got me interested after game one is because Halliburton hit that shot. But other than that, like I think I was out. I didn't even know the game was on.
Man, I think I fell asleep.
Yeah, these games are late. I mean,
Yeah.
I finished
Too
every
late for
game.
me. I was going to bed.
Yeah,
man. I
8:30.
just put my son to sleep. I'm knocked out.
Watch the first half. Check it in the morning. Like, who won that shit?
Exactly. That's how it was going.
It did have that because this team was super successful. They rolled. They were kind of like Boston was last year. We just kind of rolled through everybody, and you know, I mean, no one really like messed with us. But they would start comparing them like, "Oh, these one of the greatest teams." And I know everybody's hit or miss was Stephen A's opinion, but he was just like, "They're not better than the Lakers were." With Shaq and Kobe, they couldn't beat the Jordan Bulls. They can't beat probably LeBron and Kyrie. Couldn't beat the Warriors. So it's kind of like, how great are they? Like,
Yeah, they were. I saw something. They were comparing them to like the Celtics. Like they got their D White, they got their JB. You know, they got their Tatum.
They got the
Yeah.
formula.
You know what I mean?
down.
They got that down. You know what I'm saying?
Like that would have been a perfect matchup.
I know.
Injuries taking away all the hope.
it's clearly all right. It's been 8 torn Achilles this year.
Crazy. What's that about?
Clearly, that's
Pascal's been there all the time, too.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was-
That nigga's the African Green
don't
Reaper,
know.
bro. I don't know why.
I don't know what's happening.
He's in every picture of someone's Achilles getting torn. Like,
Yep.
I'm talking about every
Those
single
like
one,
7
bro.
pictures.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
7
all
of
right,
them.
bro.
The
One-
last 7,
He's
he
just
was
in the,
there.
he's just in the background.
1, 2. It's like, all right, okay, that's coincidence.
Yeah,
He's there.
coincidence.
5,
And
6,
that
7.
shit was mad spooky too. With Damian Lillard, Tatum,
Yeah.
all wearing number 0. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's mad weird. Like,
Yeah, weird.
They did some voodoo shit. Niggas.
What's going on?
And then you know the internet IG don't comment it. It's like, oh, that's what happens when you when they had Siakam going with his eyes backwards.
Yeah.
It's like when you praying to the devil or some shit. Some bullshit happened. I'm like, damn,
I
man, let's
believe
make
it.
it to that.
I believe it.
Hey, man.
No,
just add it
but
up. It all adds up.
If I had to say, like, it's the pace of play is fun and all to watch, and shooting threes, running up and down. It messes up your legs, bro.
But they've always done it. It's always
No, the pace is
Achilles
so much
has-
faster
You
now.
think it's the shoes? Some people say
Achilles
it's the shoes.
hasn't been a big
Not
major
everybody's wearing the
injury in a
same
long
shoes.
time.
No, I know, but a lot of people wear
A torn Achilles was rare.
Yeah.
Now
That's
now
like
we
the new ACL.
Yeah,
ACL,
exactly.
ACL is every other
ACL,
every
right?
other year. So when ACL
But like, there's
gone.
an argument online saying that like, or is it the low top sneakers everybody's rocking instead
I
of
do
like the
too. I
high
think so
tops?
too.
I mean,
I've been saying
And
this
it's
since it
just so
first
much
happened.
high level basketball.
That's what
too.
it is.
They were playing. Halliburton's playing USA, right?
Yeah, you're
Tatum's
right.
playing USA. Was Lillard on that team too, or no? No,
think
I
so.
don't think Lillard was on that.
No.
But just playing so much basketball, you know what I
No,
mean?
right?
Just at that level, it's tough.
Like nonstop, trying to be the face of the league.
And the thing is, like, Achilles tears was reserved to like the old guys who was just kind of
Yeah,
working
who
too
push it
hard,
too
who
far.
pushing it too
Yeah.
far, who like your body gave out. Bro, how old is Halliburton? How old is Jason Tatum? They're not even 30 yet.
Like, no.
so
Yeah,
that
I'm not gonna lie. I played in some basketball. It was like some shit for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Some basketball tournament. It was on Saturday. This dude just came on the court. It was like a corporate thing. Man, he just came on the court. Nobody was around. He ran. Boom. yo, he thought somebody shot him. He thought somebody
Yeah.
threw
Yeah.
something at him. He's like, yo, y'all threw something at me? He was like, nah. He was like, yo, my leg's done. Like, it was Achilles. Like, he knew it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, it's
That's
just
crazy because like
scary.
it's
Yeah,
like you
that's
see it on camera, you see it right there, you see that shit just pop, and it's unfortunate.
And then once he said that, because my boy, he tore his Achilles. He was like, yeah, that's your Achilles. Like, that's everybody's reaction. It feels like somebody threw something at you or something like that.
So like
That's
kick you in the back of the foot or something.
and that's literally like
Hopefully,
how
it
much
doesn't go all
sucks.
the
Like
way
the
up.
minute that happens, you know you're out for a year. Like
It used to be a career over.
It
Yeah.
depends on how, because it's like a rubber band. So if it goes all the way up, you have to cut through the calves and everything to get to it and put it
That
back down.
replay too with
That's what's
Halliburton,
going
you
on.
see it. But I'm like,
Yeah, man. So hopefully for them, it's not they didn't pop off too far. So you can repair it real quick.
if I'm
Yeah, that's another like
If
month,
I'm-
eight
I
months.
guess Tatum's wasn't.
if I'm either of these guys, Tatum, Halliburton,
take that next season off, man.
yeah,
absolutely.
don't play next season.
No.
There's nothing to play for.
No
Do not
rush.
play
No rush.
with Halliburton. Honestly, like
Let's go.
that's the one I feel the most bad for because like he was in the lose. Because if he sits out and doesn't play,
Yeah.
we roast the hell out of him.
Yeah.
The internet goes nuts calling him
Over a little
soft.
calf strain. Everybody, you can hear him.
Massage
But
it.
usually that's the that's.
But
the
that's what it
stuff.
looked. Look, KD in the final, same thing.
Yeah.
You would
Everybody
battle
keeps
through
saying you got a
capture.
calf strain. It's over.
Sit, but you know you can't blame the guy. Game
Game
7,
7.
I'm playing.
Much respect.
yeah.
dog. That's much
Absolutely.
respect to him. Though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And
led the team in threes.
Unfortunately, paid the ultimate price because that's like worst case scenario. What happened? It's literally that's exactly what happened.
right.
So that's tough.
Took that chance.
But yeah, he's still young.
Right.
He'll miss a year. but come back.
Speaking of KD,
Oh, this guy.
he's not on Phoenix anymore.
Oh yeah,
Nope. He did exactly
He's on
what I
the
thought he was
Houston
doing.
Rockets,
he's on the Rockets. Crazy.
and
Like
I
I
think
said-
that team looks scary.
We all knew he was going to Texas. Somewhere. In
Yeah,
Texas.
well, the Rockets had a better deal for them.
Yeah. That.
It's just crazy. He can go wherever he wants, bro. And nobody
Right.
says anything. You know what I mean?
I say a lot.
Yeah,
if
like-
you listen to any of my episodes, I say a lot.
It's my boys too. I be going back and forth. He's like, yo, he still won 2 chips. He still finals MVP.
Biggie.
But I'm like, yo, of course he's gonna be finals. What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna double Steph. You ain't gonna double Clay. You double Clay, boom, kick it out to KD. Double,
Yeah.
you know, like it's easy. That's why he got finals MVP. Like
Way too easy.
No one's covering him.
it's too hard.
First time even open.
Yeah.
But he gets his way.
Yeah.
Again, which usually NBA stars get their way now in the
Send me to
NBA.
Texas.
They sent him to Houston,
He may
and
get
now
some-
I think like before Houston was good, they just didn't have that. I'm gonna whatever happening, I'm
Didn't
dropping
have
30.
the finisher, basically.
Now they have him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And they were young, too.
they gave up nothing.
Yeah, Jalen Green, fucking what?
I mean, Jalen Green. I was never high on him. Honestly, I just thought he was just like a.
he's still young though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very.
he's still
No,
very
yeah.
young.
I mean,
like,
you have to
very
give him
raw.
something.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But like,
Developed, but I felt like that team was like the Thunder last year, kind of like
Maybe a little before that.
too young. Yeah, a little, maybe a year before.
Yeah,
And
so
their
they-
coach, and their
they were
coach
number
is a
2.
dog, man. They got a
Yeah.
good ass coach,
I
bro.
felt
Like,
Udoka heavy. Yeah.
And that's what's crazy because Udoka got this team that was basically last, got him to second
Second.
with a team that's they're
kinda like
all raw talents. So
kinda like the
they
add
are the Thunder.
KD,
They are the Thunder, and they just got their Shea. They just got their SGA, which is Kevin Durant. They just got their superstar.
It could have been Jalen Green. Who knows?
No, bro.
yeah, James we had well,
No,
He's
but-
too
under-
inconsistent.
Under Ime,
Yeah,
he
but
probably
hasn't
could have grown to
shown
be something
much.
better.
He hasn't had time to show much.
Well, when you have a chance to Kevin Durant, sorry, buddy, it took too long. Like,
I
would
think
you
they
like?
would have still been next year with the same.
They would have
team.
been a good top 4 team in the West
Yeah.
without him, but now they might be right behind
Udoka, they
OKC. They might be the
Thompson
second
would've
best
been
team.
Way better.
Thompson is gonna
Like
be
you
great.
got KD without giving up Thompson. You didn't give up what's that the 4? Who plays the 4? there? Smith Jr.
I'm not against
yeah,
the trade
Smith
at
Jr.
all.
is tough, yo.
Yeah, he's tough. You kept him. You kept everybody. You got rid of Jalen Green, which is
Sengun.
Sengun's still there.
an all-star. You kept him.
Man, he's probably gonna be way, like better next year too.
It's just the West is just crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's just
every
hard,
time.
you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
hard out. This is really war every day. That
right.
playoffs is war.
Right?
It's crazy if you look back all the amazing teams and some don't have rings because they fought so hard
Yeah.
and they end up losing to either
lot
the
of great
Lakers, the
teams.
Spurs.
I wouldn't be
or
surprised
something.
if Phoenix is better next season than they were this
I was
season.
Why?
saying
They're all
something.
guards.
Huh?
No, but they'll move.
They'll figure something out.
Because I think what they're gonna.
I know they're not done trading, but
Yeah,
they're not
they'll
be.
figure something out.
They got 5 guards right now.
They've always had 5 guards. The Suns, remember they
Yeah.
had like 3-point
Well,
guards.
at
They had
least they had
IT.
eight
They had
center.
Bledsoe. They had like 17 point guards. That's
They
how they
love
play.
You
guards.
think they play Bradley Beal?
What do you
They-
mean?
They might John Wall him. I don't know.
They want him out.
You never know.
Yo, what about that when
He wants
they
him out.
with that
They want
post
him
saying
out.
they was fighting and they was beefing in
Yeah,
the locker rooms and
Yeah,
shit?
Kevin Durant
What
was
the fuck are y'all talking about?
Kevin Durant's gonna say anything to just get a
My
back.
nigga, like, yo, like, it's,
Yeah,
bro, like, if you could literally tweet Kevin Durant right now. He might answer you, my nigga.
I know.
Like, I speak about Jude, but he literally, I'm on Twitter, and I see Jude going back and forth with Kevin Durant. I was like, what the fuck? And they really, like, talking to each other, like multiple responses, not just like, whatever, you know, stars just kind of hit you with that, like, whatever.
KD got time.
Yeah.
You know, knows. He plays ball and then goes home. Goes back.
Twitter.
But he's just like, we went after Boogie, like, yo, you lying. You're supposed to lie. And I was like, bro, I hope you niggas fought in the locker room. Like, I hope something, because you guys didn't fight on the court. I'll tell you that.
No fight.
I think I don't understand why that's not considered like a gigantic failure for Kevin Durant. Like, having a team like Phoenix, and you didn't make the plan. You didn't even make the plan. They were just like, all right, where is he going next? No. Can we address how he completely failed over here with
Does it everywhere.
two borderline Hall of Famers next to him?
Some bullshit.
Beal? No. Borderline? I said borderline. I said borderline.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's a Hall of
Booker
Famer.
might, yeah, Booker might
Yeah.
get it, but I don't see Beal.
Beal? Maybe not now. At the beginning of the season. No, maybe.
He was a scoring leader one
Bro,
year.
like, he was having 30.
On
Yeah.
the Wizards
Yeah.
by himself because John's gone.
Hey, but the whole league, they let him do it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer either.
I don't think so. But either way,
Right.
I don't
Kev-
remember. It's like,
Kevin's been doing this all the time. He goes into a city, gets it hyped, leaves,
Destroys.
guts it completely. and
He's
goes
like,
to
remember
other
how
teams
they used to
again.
call T.O. Terrell Owens a team obliterator?
Yeah, that's
That
KD
might
right
be
now.
that might be Kevin Durant, bro.
He honestly fits everywhere, though.
But so
is Terrell Owens.
So why hasn't it worked if he fits everywhere? Because everywhere he went,
He's such
it's
a-
been blown up.
He's an efficient shooter.
He
I
doesn't
just think he's
change.
a glorified Robin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the great.
He's the
one.
best Robin you could ever have.
That's off of
Period.
like energy. You don't even want to be
Absolutely
alpha.
best.
Like, you don't have like that alpha like leader.
You think he came in and you saw LeBron's just gonna take over? He's like, forget it. I'll just be chilling over here.
He's just like, I'm gonna get my buckets. And
Like, he went that team with the Nets, man. Like James Harden, Kyrie.
How do you like? And then you want to leave. You go to Phoenix. Now you want to leave again because they hurt your feelings. It's just like, bro, go to Houston. Do we
James Harden wasn't happy.
do we have expectations for him? Like, I don't even know. Like, do people expect Kevin Durant to win? Like, do we?
I'm not thinking he's. With this team, they have a chance now.
But if he fails again, apparently failing for Kevin Durant doesn't matter. He's not held accountable.
No, it doesn't.
The media does not
It
hold
doesn't
Kevin Durant
matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
accountable.
We got him where he's gonna.
Yeah,
he's
like
already where
he's
he's
cemented at where he's at. He can get if he wins a championship with the Rockets and he's the leading force. Okay,
If he gets-
that's something better.
If he gets that ring, what happens?
It's definitely more
we still-
valuable than the Golden
No,
State one.
yeah.
We still
100%.
we still slandering.
No,
Yeah.
I lay
I
off.
think he actually
I lay
doesn't
off
get
a little
that,
bit.
yo. You know what I'm saying? He'll
I'll
get
lay off
that.
a little bit.
I won't.
If you get a title,
He got it.
if you get
That's
a
the argument
title,
with all my boys. He's like, oh, that shit don't mean nothing with Golden State. Like, you haven't done anything since then.
exactly. If you win one, bro, I don't care. I don't
tore his Achilles.
I don't care where he goes.
That's the only thing that's
He
happening.
could win one in Timbuktu, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Just win a championship, bro. I don't care who's on your team.
Yeah.
Just win one. Before and don't give me that you're 42 years old and you're coming off the bench shit. Like, you gotta
Let me see.
with Houston.
There's no
I
best
expect
in
you
the
to be
NBA.
Am I too crazy to expect a top 4 seed?
No, there
Houston?
were two
What,
last
number
year.
2 last
Yeah,
year?
number 2.
They
right?
better be top
At
four.
least top 4.
I would think so, and I think I'm being very generous because I think you should be a number 2 seed. If not, I mean,
They fuck around, be number 8, number 9, but you play it, that should be crazy.
Yeah.
and they'll mess around and fire email
Yo.
before they do anything with Kevin Durant. Like, bro, no, he got you there.
We need to go get him back.
You know?
Udoka.
that was stupid, man. I'm still mad at that.
Man, we got a championship out of it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I
know.
got it.
They still would have won with even.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have been me. It could have been me on the sideline.
That was
That
like Mike Jackson. With Steve
nigga didn't
Kerr.
have to make no adjustments. nigga.
But also the reason why we lost one, I feel like, because he wasn't experienced enough. So maybe we have two.
And Tatum was hurt though, no, right? I think he was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt that
Well,
one.
I guess
I don't think
a
you were
lot.
beating that Golden State team. They were the better team.
Better coach.
I think they were the better
call,
team.
Call timeouts. Huh? Better coach calls timeouts at the right time.
Yeah,
Might work
You
out.
think timeouts was the reason we lost to the
the
Golden State Warriors?
The first year, the time where he,
Like, I don't
didn't-
think
he
it's
didn't
like-
say any timeouts.
There might have been 8 games like that, but like
go out there and play.
You talking about Missoula?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He said-
notorious for that.
He's like, just go play. We'll figure it out.
Like I always
He'll
say,
let a team
I
come
have
back from fucking 30
I have these
and not-
arguments
and
with
not call
people.
a timeout.
It's hard to tell a NBA coach coming off an NBA championship to change the way you do
not
things?
this one. I'm talking about before.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like, bro,
Before
like
championship.
hey,
Before he definitely.
Celtics fans are hilarious because just like we just won a championship, hitting all the threes. We're like, yo, we love it.
Yeah.
When we lose it, why are we shooting so many threes, bro? You can't
drive in a
live
little
or
bit.
die. You can't.
No.
You can't just switch it up now.
Drive in.
You gotta adapt though.
Get them
Yeah.
3 at the line.
I don't know. What other trades just happened? Something just happened. Porzingis is gone.
Yeah.
We got nobody
Holiday.
for him.
Drew
Drew.
Holiday's gone.
I like that trade.
Portland.
Yeah, for sure.
Simons,
I like that trade.
he's a good shooter, man.
And he's young though. And he's young.
I like that trade so much that I don't understand what Portland's doing. That's how much I enjoy that trade for the
I see
Celtics.
some shit that Portland's Celtics farm team.
Yeah, it really is. I'm just like,
I started dying when I seen that.
I was like, what?
I saw that earlier. I was rolling.
Like think about it. From Portland's like point of view, think about this trade. You just got about 15, maybe like 10 years older in the position.
They had
You
no
added
vets.
about $20 more million.
They had no vets.
But yeah, they probably felt like
Huh?
yeah, this is
They had
way
no
too
vets.
young.
Yeah.
What's the
They wanted eight
Vets are
vets.
cool.
School
Vets
Henderson.
making 30,
Yeah, that's the
$30 million
problem.
a
School
little.
Henderson leading your teams?
Chauncey Billups was still coaching, right?
Yo,
Year
Chauncey's
5?
lucky he is.
Bro, what is
Yo, that
that?
nigga's
about?
lucky
Flying
he's in
under the
Portland.
radar,
Yo.
yo, like
Bro, if you were in some of the East Coast, you would have been fired twice.
We got all these coaches of the years. getting
Billups would have been fired
Yo.
twice.
And we got
Now he's
Billups.
in Portland. No one's paying attention up there, yo. It's really how it is. It's like
Nah,
Seattle.
dude, we'll give you the keys. Just figure it out. all the time.
It's like
you
the
need.
owners just
Yo,
be
it's
like,
crazy. I forgot he was a coach over
Yeah.
there.
I've
That's
done it
all.
twice.
That's
I've done it
Everybody
many
did.
times. The owners just wait till the end of the season and just wait till the media. I don't think they noticed we sucked again this year. All right, Chauncey, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I think that's how it be.
You're getting
But
better.
nah, that's a good trade. Listen, Boston needed to break it up. Unfortunately, that's the way the salary cap worked. That's why when I'm arguing like Nick Lanier about the Lakers have all this money in the world because they have new owners, it's like you guys still have the same fucking second row, second apron luxury tax. It's the same
but
shit.
he-
You're gonna have to get rid of people too.
He's willing to pay for it.
Who?
The owner.
That's what they say in theory. Every
Look-
owner says that when they
look
buy a
at the
team.
Dodgers.
I'm willing to open the bank. And they said, how much is that tax?
Look at the Dodgers.
the owner's gonna pay that luxury
That's
tax.
that's the same owner as the Dodgers.
200.
So if he's paying it for the Dodgers, like, nigga, I can't pay for it. Like,
Billy, 10 billion. What do you do? 40
who
billion.
is this motherfucker?
Yeah, who is fucking Bruce Wayne? what the fuck? 40 billion. Fucking.
Nigga said, what's it from Superman? Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor. Who the fuck is this guy?
fucking buying
No one
teams.
looked it up. It's like, he has like 6 of the biggest franchises. Like,
Yeah.
he's just collecting them like Infinity Stones. Like, that's crazy. But yes, it is a good trade for the Celtics because we got rid of a lot of money. I see the JB thing going around.
I don't like that.
Listen, my opinion is if you're gonna get, it has to be like the craziest offer, like just you know what I mean, like what we got when we traded KG and Paul Pierce. Like, give us enough to build a whole another championship team.
Yeah, you can't break this core up.
I know, but like 2 people getting
Build
300
around
mil.
Nah, JB really be outside in the city though, man.
Oh, look, we don't want to lose him.
That's,
Yeah, we
that's
don't-
the part is like that matters. Like
Okay.
it
Like
used
he
to
really
matter.
be at tournaments, yo. He really be outside, yo. And he does man stuff in the community, bro. Like,
I know we're
it's a
biased,
force.
and we
It'd be
love
crazy
him.
to look.
We
We
love
love
him.
like just get rid of him.
Is Jaylen Brown a $300 million player?
Hell yeah.
In this NBA, yeah.
Nah, hell yeah,
Not
for
because
sure.
of the market. I'm talking
No,
about
yeah.
is he worth $300 million?
In this NBA, yeah, because of the market.
He was just Finals MVP. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That is
And-
Finals
and
MVP,
Larry Bird's MVP.
Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying?
All NBA.
You know when you're gonna find out
Larry
if
Bird
he's worth
trophy.
$300 million? Next season.
When he's
Because
coming back?
all the eyes are on you, sir.
When's he coming back though? Is he coming back to start the
Brown?
season?
He said to start the season. I thought I saw.
Okay, let's see.
Whenever he comes
not
back.
like a-
Whenever he plays, he better ball out.
What is it? A
Yeah,
meniscus?
but if,
Yeah, he'll be back before. Yeah,
No, he'll be
straight,
good.
yeah,
all
yeah.
right, good. Because if it's
Like,
no
I'm
Tatum,
talking
no
about,
Browns, like you're gonna be a
You
trash
need,
that
like,
season.
I think we're a good team.
lot of
I know it
picks.
sounds crazy, but
Well,
Derek
crazy.
White.
Your
Try
lottery
to,
pick?
get, try to get AJ DeBonsa.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be
Hey, but what Dallas did, Dallas pulled a Robbie out of, oh, damn, we didn't do a trade. Well, all right, we missed the plan. Oh, damn. Cooper flag.
Yeah, that was
Dallas, is, if everybody
they made
healthy,
They
there's-
made that call like, yo, don't worry, yo, Luca,
Bro,
we got
like,
you.
yeah.
You got Cooper coming on the way.
At what point it's just like, I understand. Conspiracies are cool when you like.
It's just everything.
It sounds like crazy, but it's not really like. was like, all right, you niggas are just doing this shit in front of our faces
And,
now.
for
Like, you know
yo,
what I mean?
it's-
Like
Like,
you gotta-
what was the chances that?
Yeah,
What was the chance of them getting them
2%? Like you're
come
just
on.
playing in my
No,
face.
And then
1.3%.
The trade, they didn't even like ask any other teams. They just went and traded amongst themselves. Fucking, they sold the fucking Lakers. I think that has something to do
And
with it for
it's-
some reason. Like,
they sold the Mavericks too.
like we just got Luke. For real? They both sold?
Both teams sold
Let's
like
look-
either this year or last year.
We need to
And
investigate
then all that shit
these
happens.
teams.
Like, oh, let's get his teams more money. Let's just trade and get some new picks.
Trade.
LeBron's gonna buy the Lakers. Honestly,
Yo, he feel-
I think
His group might.
Here's my prediction with
He probably
LeBron.
could,
I think
bro.
he's talking so much shit and he's like rubbing people's feathers that they're not gonna let this motherfucker buy a team. Keep talking shit. The NBA is
well,
it's
supposed
a
to be
billionaire
the-
boys club, and
Supposed to get
they
the,
might not
like,
let you in, bro.
Vegas team supposed to be.
Keep
Wait,
playing.
The
Keep
expansion
playing.
team, right?
Yeah.
He's out here
He's
talking about like, yo, when I was in Cleveland, that shit was definitely rigged. Keep talking shit, LeBron. Keep talking shit.
It was.
Yeah, it is.
you-
But like, you know what I
you
mean? They don't
lost
want.
LeBron
They don't
and
want
get
their
4
marquee
straight
player
number
talking like
one
that.
overalls.
Y'all got caught. The ref came out, got in trouble already. You know what I'm saying? He exposed everything, and we forget that shit happened.
Yeah, that's what the
3
NBA
straight number 1 overall picks is a little fishy.
Yeah.
It's a little fishy.
Bro, fishy.
Anthony Davis.
Dallas does arguably the most head-scratching, weirdest trade of all time, where 90% of the world thinks they're the dumbest franchise and the dumbest GM, and then they get the number 1 pick with 2% chance.
I know.
Like that
I had to
sounds
refresh
like.
my phone. I thought that shit was.
Yeah, like does it in the you watch a movie like that, you be like, man, that shit fake as hell. Like, you know what I mean?
They wouldn't do that.
They would never do that. Why would they do that?
2K wouldn't even accept that
Yeah,
shit.
they would never accept that shit.
Yo, I think I saw when the Luka trade happened and people tried to do it in 2K. That shit did not work.
That's bad funny.
All right. Well, like I said, I love when we have a hoopers in the building. So before we get to the coaching stuff, you're a pretty good player yourself, sir.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. A long time ago,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Still doing my thing a little bit in these
I feel you.
messages and stuff, but
I feel you.
Yes, sir.
So first, I always ask the hoopers this question: where did the love of basketball come from?
love with basketball, man. I always played like since I was a kid, like 2nd grade, but then I really started taking it serious like 5th grade. Played every day, man. But I was like mad chubby, mad fat.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like that fat dude that's just mad athletic though. You know what
We
I
had
mean?
a couple too.
You know?
We had a couple.
That's all I mean.
You know, I just loved the game, man. I just fell in love with it, man. Just shooting every day, you know what I'm saying? That shit was amazing to me. You know, I just love shooting. There was like this small court in Chelsea, it's a YMCA. I never knew what the real 3-point line was, so I was just shooting from everywhere. That's why I was shooting so far. Like I just be shooting that bitch.
I think this is far enough.
That's why I would love just at the YMCA, just playing with my boys every day and shit like that. So
I think it's a similar like to all of us because obviously like most kids, our parents didn't want to watch us after school either. So they sent us to the Boys and Girls Clubs and YMCA,
Yo.
and a lot of us that's where it came because what else like.
Yeah.
You weren't out here doing board games and stuff like that. You in the gym and you honing your
That was always like, nah, I'm not trying to do my homework.
Yeah.
It's like,
I wanted to avoid saying that. But just like,
remember,
Nah, I ain't doing
please do your homework, kids.
It's like force
Ball's
you to do your
life.
homework first, and like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to hoop.
yeah, man.
Good times though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely good times. But you were lucky enough to play for the high school that you're coaching now. And I tend to do a little homework. You're a 4-year starter.
Here we go.
How did that feel like going into like a freshman year at Chelsea? Because I didn't play high school basketball, but I did my little Boys and Girls Club thing. And Chelsea was always the one that just like, you already know you're gonna play some hoopers. So to walk in as a freshman to start at Chelsea,
Yeah, so
That's a big deal.
little backstory on that. So the summer going into 8th grade, I just played ball every day, worked out.
Yeah.
So my dean at the time, he was the freshman coach. First day of school, yo, Mr. O'Brien, can I try out for the freshman team? He's like, 8th grade, like I don't know you can do that. I was like, he's like, think you ready for that? I was like, nah, I know I'm ready. Man, so try out. He's like, if you get A's and B's, I'll let you try out. So boom, I got the A's and B's. I
that's
tried
cool,
out.
so.
And then I ended up being the
right
captain
there.
of the freshman team in 8th grade. Yo, this shit was crazy.
I was like, he don't even go here. Why am I listening to him? He don't even come
Yo,
here.
it was crazy, right? So like, especially game days, the coaches, he was old school. He made us dress up.
yeah, see, I'm doing that
Yo,
shit too.
You'll see why you dress. Man, I'm on the team. I play at the high school. kids were like, what? I'm like, yeah. Yo, it was crazy. Then we played it was funny. We played it. I still remember the score, too. It was like, I think it was 56-52 or whatever the case may be. Oh, no, 68-62. We played against Lynn Tech. My boys, Victor Smith, all them, they hooping, right? Yo, I think I wore number 40. So I knew I was killing that game. I'm like,
You wore 40?
Yeah. Eighth grader, you know what I'm saying? Eighth grader, I get the last pick. Whatever. Like, yo, whatever. Yeah, 40. Whatever. I had number 40. I knew I was killing that game. I was like, I went at the table. I know we lost. I'm like, yo, how much I have? It was like, I'm number 40. He's like, 40. I'm like, nah, I'm number 40. He's like, nah, you have 40. I'm like, damn, I dropped 40? And then I see...
That's a gangster way. Hey, nah, that's not... That's my number. He said, no, nigga, you dropped 40 points.
40 points.
Nah, for real. And then, what's it called? And the next day, I'm at Square One Mall, and I see Vic and all them. They was like, yo, Vic was like, yo, what grade you in? I'm like, I'm only in 8th. They was like, what? I'm like, yo, you was killing us. Like, no, but we lost. I was like, I don't give a fuck, though. We lost the game, though. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, I always cared about winning.
Yeah.
But it was just funny, and then, boom, I played with and then my big homie, his name's Orlando. He used to always have me come to the open gyms at the high school. I used to be frying them dudes. So I ain't like. He was always be like, yo, he's only in 8th grade. He's killing y'all. Yeah. I used to tell the coaches to be up there in the stands just watching. And then the coach said, yo, you could play summer league. Going like, summer league going.
Yeah.
I was already in 8th grade, finished 8th grade. We was playing summer league and stuff. And then we was playing, and then I made the team as varsity. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, and then at the beginning of practice, the first go of practice, like, yo, first unit, Caesar, I'm like, all right, cool, first unit, whatever. Yo, the day before the game, first game, like first unit, I'm like, yo, shit, am I starting? I'm like, yo, I'm about to start. And there was some dude, like some scenes that were tight, you know what I mean?
What?
Yo, they were tight. They're like, yo, how he's gonna play, da-da-da. I'm like, yo, whatever, man, I'm playing, like.
I'll cook you, that's why I'm playing.
You know what I'm saying? I started, and then I was just doing my thing that whole season, and then the playoff came. Then my coach was like, yo, C's, you're not going to start. I'm like, what you talking about? It's a playoff state. I'm like, I'm ready. He's like, nah, I'm going to have you come off the bench. I'm like, yo, coach, trust me, I'm ready. Like, I really want this shit. He was like, don't worry, you still going to play, though. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting on the bench just like, just itching. Yeah. Like, yo, coach, we playing against Beverly. Man, I was still the leading scorer. I scored like 18 points off the bench. I had that time was like 2 halves, 16-minute halves, right? Yeah, 2 16-minute halves. Man, I hit a shot from a full court. Boom, to put us up by like 4 or whatever. Yo, the whole team on me like, yo, yeah, C's. We in the log, yo, C's. I'm like, yo, guys, fuck all that. We got another half. Yo, the game ain't over. Yeah. Man, Beverly done blew us out the second half. They had some white boy. I forget his name. He was a killer, man. I forget his name, but he was shooting everything, too. And then before you know, I see all the seniors crying and shit, but I was just like not like, I was still mad, but I was like, still like in the back, like, cheese. I'm like, yo, I still got 3 more games. I'm ready, like, after that, I knew I was like, yo, I'm going to keep working hard and just keep going, man, you know? So it's just... That shit was fun, man. It was fun.
Shit, we chimed in. Might as well take us sophomore year. Yeah. Next chapter of the book. What happened next?
Nah, then sophomore year, I was still dealing with some hating dudes on the team sometimes. And I told my AAU coach, Coach Jones, G was telling y'all about. He's like my second dad, you know what I mean? So I remember in the car ride home, like, yo, coach, I want to go to prep school. Yo, fuck this. I'm straight. He's like, you sure? Like I had prep schools looking at me already, and I'm like, he's like, yo, C's, I'll be real with you. You stay at Chelsea, you gonna score 1,000 points. You'll be able to get back to the city. You gonna end up being a head coach there one day. And if you leave, it's gonna be hard to do all that. They're gonna look at you like, I don't know, da-da-da. You left us, da-da-da. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna stay. And then, yo, before you know it, I'm fucking coaching, giving back to the city, you know what I mean? Working in the schools. It's like he spoke it to existence, you know what I'm saying? So
like he saw the vision.
To this day, I call him and like ask for advice, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always holding me down.
And that's crazy because we live in a time where, like, obviously we're from Salem, and that's been a big problem for us the last 4 or 5 years, that we have these players that we grow from like P2, go playing in P2P all the way up. They get to high school, they get that one prep school, prep phone call and they're out, which I can't blame the kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. Yeah. But it feels good to remember those times. We're like, nah, I'm playing for the city on my chest. Like, I'm going to bring us wherever I'm going to go. And if I'm good enough, they're going to find me here.
Like, you're the one that brings the state championship. Like, Jersey retired.
Right?
You still live there your whole life. You still coach it.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like, going back to one game, too, like I was really, like, you know how Kobe was like, yo, I see you time you come into the gym. I'm like, I was always like in the gym, you know what I mean? Like, I told Coach, like, yo, Coach, I'll leave. Let me stay. Can I stay? Can I stay? Can I stay? He's like, yo, see, you really got to just do what you got to do and just leave. I was like, I promise. You know, so I do all that. Then it was one game. Coach, I think we down by like 3 or whatever the case may be. Coach dropped a play. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm waiting. He's going to be like, all right, see, you're going to get the ball. You're going to shoot the 3. I was like, this dude said, see, you're going to get the ball, then you're going to pass it to, I forget his name, so-and-so.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, what? I'm not passing this shit. In my head, I'm like, I'm not passing this shit. I don't give a fuck how open he is.
A little fake pass.
Because I know this dude, he'll hit every shot in practice, and the game come, air ball. I'm like, yo, I'm not passing this shit. Man, I got the ball. 2 motherfuckers off. I said, fuck it. Yo, the team was heated at me. I was like, y'all don't care, bro. Like, I'm not passing the ball. Yo,
No, it was like, that's that killer. Like, but you live with it. Like, I live with it. I missed it.
You know, obviously could have made the right play, but at the time I was like, man,
the story. I remember Gilbert Arenas told. Somebody was telling the story about Gilbert Arenas. It might have been, I think it was Antoine Jameson. It's crazy how your memory works. I be remembering shit like this, but I can't remember. Like, you know what I mean? Just whatever.
Shout out Antoine Jameson.
Antoine Jameson. There was a play. It was just like that. You draw off and. So, Gil, you're going to get the ball. You're going to go pass it to Larry Hughes.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, pass it to Larry Hughes. You're going to take the shot. Gil does the same thing you did. He made it, though. He's Gilbert Arenas. He hit them both of them. They're like, yo, how'd you know to just shoot the ball or not? You're supposed to pass. He's like, I was supposed to pass the ball? He's like, once I heard Gilbert gets the ball, I stopped listening to the rest of the shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, nigga, I'm shooting the ball.
Yeah.
They should know.
Yeah, man.
Like, if you
I
got
just met so many people through this shit too. You know what I mean? Like one of my good friends, my brother Antonio. You know what I mean? Tone Reyes.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big Tone.
It was like I'm showing my
Second,
age.
third. He argues with me all the time. Is he third leading scorer or second? I think
He's second now.
He's second.
Probably second, yeah.
I think he's second.
And then like I remember we was like before we even met each other, we was like on Facebook, on MySpace or whatever. Like, yo, we about to play against. Like we always be talking and shit. And we was like, yo, we're gonna play against each other on this Christmas tournament in Wakefield. And then we just kept talking shit. So yo, I'm gonna kill you. Like I'm gonna kill you. Like, we was like really dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then we get to the game.
Damn, wait, you played that game?
I did.
It was in Wakefield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that shirt yesterday.
We ended up beating them, right? We ended up beating y'all. And then,
There's that.
and then it was just so fire because like I was on that. It was my senior year, so I was just trying to win everything. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to win everything. And then that year, you guys ended up going to the Garden. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, man. Like, we lost to Reading that game. And then the next game, we would have played Lynn Classical. So I would have played against Jasper. And I wanted that matchup. And everybody talked about Jasper. I was like, I want that matchup. You know what I'm saying? Because he's nasty, too. Yeah. So I was just like, it's like I had like a hit list. You know what I'm saying? I had like everything I wanted to do. Like, everybody talk about him. I'm like, yo, I want that game. I want to kill him. I want to play. We ended up losing. But I'm like, then I seen these dudes go to fucking the Garden. I'm like, damn, that could have been us, too. Yo, I was on that mindset, like, yo, we just beat them, dog. Like, they're a good team. Like, I know we can make it there, but, man, it's be tough, man. Basketball's tough, yo. It's hard, man. It's hard.
That was a heartbreaking loss too.
That game was lit though, man. We had Tone heated, yo. I think he got fouled out. He thought he wanted to fight some of our players, yo. I was like, yo, I tell you about Chelsea boy going to get you hot. Yeah. So I had some dudes on my team like, yo, you gotta do this, talk shit to him, say whatever you gotta do, whatever it takes, man, whatever it takes.
Absolutely, that's the kind of player I was. Listen, if I'm down 8 or 9 points and the things are not going well, I might say some shit that's gonna.
Right.
I'm gonna get teed up. But hopefully, it messes you up. You always know those players.
Yeah.
I always know those players like, all I gotta do is say like 3 things to you, and then you're
There's a lot of
crash
players
out.
like that.
Yeah, literally crash out. Literally be like,
they'll try to overcompensate.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't shoot.
What?
Brick. Oh no, I got
Just feeding into the
Yeah, feeding into everything.
And I love it because I haven't played in a while, but as an older guy, it's just like, bro, you're more athletic and you're better than me, but you know what I mean? I got this, I got the
mental game
experience.
that people forget about. When I was younger, I definitely used to talk mad shit, but like. When you fall off a little bit, you just get a little
Nah, but
quiet on
I
that
grew up
corner.
in
Nah, facts.
You start
I grew
getting
up
a
on that
little
though.
bit humble.
That's all we knew growing up outside YMCA, Boys and Girls Clubs.
Yo,
humble on
Listen,
that.
you was like you gonna see some, you gonna hear some shit.
And now I'm older
right
too, so I'm
play.
playing with like Gio and like
Yeah.
Johnny and them. I'm in the 3. I'm in the corner if you need me. I got
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm on some Drake. Like we played in some championship game, some Brody League. It's pretty
Okay,
fire.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
seen.
Our boy Kobe was like, "Yo, who cares about these dudes? Who cares? We don't talk to them again." He flipped the switch for me. I didn't even have back then. You know what I'm saying? I was on my Draymond Green shit. I was just fucking dudes up. You know? I don't even care. Just setting the tone.
Yeah.
Let Gio get all the buckets. Johnny get all the buckets.
Is
you know what I
that
mean?
you're on that netcast squad, right?
Yeah, yo.
I talked to Pastor Matt. I talked to him. I was like, yo, you know, like y'all recruiting, y'all out here like Calipari. Yo. It's like you like, I'm like, bro. I see. I'm just calling this. Oh, they're in another championship.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all won my 40.
just
All
won
right,
somewhere?
cool.
That's hilarious.
Then I see the roster. They're Kwame. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, man, that team's fun, yo. You know what I mean? I went to Matt's church too for the first time too. It was dope, man. Just seeing him in that element.
yeah, he's a
You know
cool
what I mean?
dude.
Yeah,
He's cool.
yeah,
He
it was
definitely
dope.
one who threw your name out there. And I was like, I got it. I know, I got it.
Shout out, Matt. for sure.
So after your high school, what was the next step for
Yeah,
you?
so I went to prep school. You know what I mean? I went to post grad. But when I got there, the coach who really wanted me to be there, he ended up getting a college job. So I mean, so I already paid my money. You know what I mean? Like I got like a partial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I paid my money. I'm like, damn, fuck, I'm here. You know. Then that coach bringing his players. You already know how that shit goes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. This dude wasn't even playing me. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And I'm be killing dudes in practice. And even the players be like, yo, C's like, you be killing, like, what? I'm like, yo, I don't know. This coach just don't rock with me. And there was one time, Coach, I think Franklin Pierce came. He said he came to see one of the players. I was like, I'm gonna make this my mission, just to like lock him up and kill him in practice. Then after that, the coach came up to like, hey, we're interested in you now, blah blah blah. And he asked me about the clearinghouse. I said, what? It was like, yeah, nice talking to you. That's why Chelsea High messed me up too. I'm like, my guidance counselor didn't tell me no clearinghouse. You need like certain like grades and shit like that, courses.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I'm like, damn. So then after that, I just
Man, listen. Like I said, I was like, yo, people be playing for the city on their back. You know who's not gonna mess that up? A prep school.
facts.
You know what I mean? Like, some of these public schools be dropping the ball. Like, and I'm not singling anybody out. I'm not pointing on their ass. Like once once that senior year ends, like, all right. Thanks for the W's on. You know what I mean? Like, like, can you help me? Can you send my tape out? Can you text somebody? Somebody.
Yeah.
I still like basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to play. I know.
So that was that, and then so the coach, he lived in the same dorm with us. I was on my Chelsea shit. Yo, I was just like, coach was like, oh, good morning, C. I'm like, I'll be real with you, man. Like, I just want to. The season's over. I don't even want to talk to you, bro. Like, don't even say good morning. Don't even talk to me. The next day, he goes, yo, good morning, C. I was like, yo, on some real stuff, I was really serious what I was saying. Then after that, he just stopped talking to me. I just finished my schoolwork and I dipped early and I ended up going to Bunker Hill.
Okay, shut up, Bunker
Yeah,
Hill.
went to
yo.
Bunker Hill. Coach Jones, he got the job there. He was like, yo, C, just come rock with me. I was like, man, you already know. I've been playing for that dude since I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
So it was going
We need to get him on there. We need to get Jones
Yeah,
on
you
there.
gotta- we gotta
I knew him
get
from
Cole.
Salem State. From Salem State.
yo, got to get him on.
He was a guy. He used to do really recruiting back. He built
Nah,
those.
he's a mastermind, dog.
He built those that Sweet 16 team. He built those teams
Nah,
back
that's
in the
a
day.
fact. That's a fact. You know, so I went to Bunker Hill. I was like an all-region player. You know what I'm saying? I had like an opportunity to go play in D2 in Alaska, but man, I don't even be talking about that shit because I'm like, man, I ain't going to Alaska, bro.
I like basketball.
know
I
what
like
I'm saying?
basketball in Alaska much.
So I was just like, and back then, everybody had that mindset. It was like D1 and nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if
Yeah.
I can go back, man, I'll go to fucking Salem State right now and just go hoop. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Hey.
it all worked out though. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. You know, I met a lot of people through this basketball stuff. You know, I got people in high places in the NBA, college, and all that stuff. I got connections, so it all worked out at the end of the day for me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
mean?
So how did it get to you being able to coach your alma mater?
So I started coaching at Chelsea High in 2015. My old coach, he's like, yo, CZ, you wanna coach? I'm like, coach what? Like, you wanna coach the JV team? Like, be the head coach? He's like, yeah. I'm like, shit, hell yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then I had the assistant principal. They were like kind of like iffy about it. Like, yo, he's still young. You think he's ready for that? He's like, nah. He was like, his name is Kosigo. He's like, nah. Kosigo was like, nah. He's ready. Like I used to run like captain's practices, even myself. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I used to do all the shit that dudes didn't want to do. And then he just basically, the assistant principal came in and watched one of my practices. He was like, okay, I see what you're doing. He was real with me. He's like, yo, see, I'm not gonna lie, I doubted you, but you know what you're doing. I was like, yeah, we had them boys work. I didn't care. I treated it like it wasn't JV. You know what I'm saying? I treated
like this is my squad.
I treated it like it was like varsity. Like even beyond like college, we was doing. Like I said before, I got like a lot of. And I was hitting all my boys up who plays. Like, yo, what you do at practice? What you doing? Then boom, just do my own thing to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been coaching there for 2015. I was doing JV, and then I was the head assistant, and then I went to go finish my bachelor's. So I told the dude, I was like, yo, let me just coach a freshman because freshmen played on the weekends and it was easy to do. Practice right after school. I did all that, and then in like 2021, I told him, I was like, yo, I told him I was gonna fall back this year because I was gonna have my son. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna fall back, just gonna focus on my kid and stuff like that. And before you know it, this job opened up. And he was like, see, you wanna go for the job? I'm like, hell yeah. And I ended up getting varsity head coaching job 3 years ago. I'm about to be on year 4 now. So
Congrats, man.
appreciate
Dope.
that.
That's dope.
I really, really love this shit though, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love it
All
because
his life is like when they said that back then, like they wasn't playing. Like
I'm gonna say you really gotta love it because y'all play in a pretty good conference up there in the Greater Boston.
Yeah, Greater Boston, man. It's tough, man. We was getting our ass. My first year, my first game lit English, right? Oh my God, we going against Tyrese and Warren. Yo, bro, I called a timeout 30 seconds into the game. I said, yeah, this shit is not JV. This shit is not freshman. This shit is fast as hell. I called a timeout just for me. I was just I went back
let me think real quick. Let me think.
Man, we ain't get cracked by like 40, I think. But hey, who's gonna guard Tyrese and free? I know y'all seen Tyrese and fucking Warren play, man. Them motherfuckers can go. You know what I'm saying? But we're taking our hits. Then my second year, we got a couple more wins. You know what I mean? Playing tough. And then this past year, it was a disappointing season. You know what I'm saying? Because all my guys were older, and I thought like, okay,
You would make that jump.
and we were like very talented from my first 2 years. Yeah. But they just lacked that dogness, and bring that grit. They that's what they lacked. So that we ended up winning like 6 games. It was tough, man. It was frustrating because I'm like, yo, God, we put in so much work.
And when you see the potential in them,
and just I can't want it more than them. You know what I'm saying? I always tell
That's
them
tough,
I
but
can't want it more
it's
than y'all.
like
you want to just get out there.
I like listen. I come on here a lot and like I don't want to sound like the old man, but like this generation. But
That's
man, it's warranted. It's this generation. Like last week, like Koki was talking about somebody wanted to get paid to play for P2P. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, and
Like what?
like what? Something like that.
Excuse me?
Hey, very talented player. That might be coming down the road.
NIL.
The NIL
But
era.
that's down the road. Like
That era now.
This is still like, yeah. Unfortunately, these guys like it trickles down from the NBA. Like I be watching NBA games sometimes. Like, do they really want this? Do they really care?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely gonna be
Look at the person they call their GOAT talking about championships don't matter. Yo, LeBron, like, listen, the more you talk, the more
it's not
like
exactly
not what he
Nah.
said.
that's what he said to me.
That's what
I heard.
That's what he heard.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
That's what I heard. Yeah, ring counting, Mister. Not 5, not 6. He's the one saying that on stage, and now we can't count rings.
Did you not want the same
Bro,
thing
he
if
sounds-
you're a team?
Yo, he's just like, I don't know how we got
Yeah,
this shit on
so what do you
LeBron.
want?
Chill, that's my
I
dog.
want
That's
4,
my
5,
goat,
6.
man. Chill out.
All right.
That's funny because Bovin's a LeBron fan.
I'm a LeBron, but it's like the more he talks, the more it's like, bro, like come on, like I don't know.
Shit don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Like
it makes sense.
yeah, because it's whatever.
Nah, but this generation is different though, man.
Yeah.
Like I tell these kids all the time, I be on like my Bradley Beal shit. Like I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah. None of you niggas can guard me.
That's what I'm saying. So I still be killing these kids in like when we hooping. I'm like, yo, fellas, like I shouldn't be going by y'all, and I shouldn't be able to play defense on you guys. Like, come on, man. Like, let's be real. But don't get me wrong. There are some kids on my team who do work on their game and do what they got to do, and I see that, But it's just like, fellas, I can't want it more than you. I seen this one interview on Deion Sanders. I think when he had the job, when he first got the job, I think they asked him what's the hardest thing about coaching, and he said, putting expectations on players that I would on myself. If I do that, I'm just gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
So true.
it's hard, y'all.
That's why a lot of these like Kobe could have never been a coach. That's what Jordan could never be a coach.
He was a coach
coaching
for
his
the
daughter's team, though, nah?
Yeah,
winning
but-
by 100.
yeah, but
he was.
did you
definitely-
ever, God rest his soul, did you ever see him ever like?
Coaching the men's team? No.
No.
No,
Because
no.
it's like
Just cuss
he's
him out
gonna
every
win.
time.
You're not gonna match his energy. Some people are just like. It's interesting to see that a lot of like, not in your case, but a lot of like head coaches usually like a bench player who sat
Yep.
there and watched a lot of the
Learned
games
everything
and
from the
learned,
top.
Yup.
or a coach's son or something like that. It's never really the elite. Like LeBron's not gonna coach. Like
Mazzulla.
KD's not gonna coach.
Yeah,
like a Missoula, someone like that.
The best player, Jason Kidd, who coached?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good question. Who's the best
Who actually
former
did?
player? How do I say it?
Because Steve Kerr got some championships, but he wasn't the star.
Doc Rivers was nice, right?
He wasn't the star. It was Dominique.
Jason Kidd might be the best player turned coach.
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
I mean, if you,
What?
I mean, we can go all the way back and go.
He was
That
coach?
team did not do well.
Well,
I think,
he's a
yo,
player
I-
turned coach. I'm just saying.
I think if this dude gets the opportunity, I think Rondo will be an amazing
Oh
coach. yo.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
Rondo
I'm
will
surprised
be
he
an amazing
hasn't been on somebody's bench.
He said he got offers a couple years ago.
I know.
I'm
but
not sure.
Something tells you about
That's it.
Rondo's like, nigga, if I come in, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, Rondo,
Yeah,
you
it's gonna
can't
be
do
mine.
that.
Yeah, he's
gonna just
you know
take
what I mean? You
over.
can't do that.
Take
They're like,
over
all right,
the
then
team.
I ain't coming. I think that's a lot of that. Like, it has to be the perfect situation. Like,
right.
but.
Defensive-minded team would be perfect.
I don't understand what this, like the coaching culture sometimes in the NBA. You see these no names get like interviews left and right, and like Sam Cassell has been just being consistent like assistant coaches on championship teams and not even getting a phone call.
Now, I think he's gonna get an opportunity soon.
I don't understand why
Yeah,
the New
for
York
sure.
Knicks are not calling Sam Cassell right
He
now.
should already had that job.
Right.
Right, like
Or
He's
Mike
one of
Malone.
the best.
Right.
Shit.
yeah.
Still there.
Well, Mike Malone's already
He's-
like
yeah,
a head
he-
coach. I'm talking like
He's got fired.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like he should probably be the Knicks coach. I mean,
yeah.
I
Knicks
think-
have. I don't know what they're doing. Sorry,
When that
Koki. I
first
don't know what the hell
happened,
your
I
Knicks
thought
is
it would be
doing.
Mike Malone.
Like I figured, like if you, I think the Knicks thought that like because they're the Knicks, they were just gonna take someone else's coach.
They'll do that shit.
What was that?
Like it
about?
really
Yeah.
like
dumbass.
yo that when they came out with their
Teams.
targets, I was like, all these niggas got jobs. What do you?
Fucking Dolan.
asking people.
And Dallas was like, hell no.
yeah.
They asked, Jason
Can we-
Kidd,
can we interview
Ime.
you?
Who else did they ask?
You mind if we interview your coach?
No.
Yeah, I mind.
Yeah, I mind. Don't
Got
do that.
rejected by every team they asked.
Every team.
Well,
and
that's
now,
maybe
and
someone
now
else.
you're.
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
right.
And now you're looking at like assistant coaches that like I would have just stuck with the one you had, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to
he
see
can't
how you
do
do
it
that.
all.
Make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Just all right, we good.
That screams out.
He lost the
Screams out James Dolan to me. That screams out
Right.
ownership.
But it also means like he lost the locker.
He might have lost
Yeah,
the
he
locker.
might have.
He might have lost the
Yeah.
locker.
So it's like
Players were like, yo, get him out of here.
people were saying that he was supposed to get just like Mike Malone supposed to get fired the year before, but they did so well. It's like okay, I guess we'll give you another chance.
I understood that when they started the playoffs, it was probably going to be NBA Finals or bust. Like if they don't make the finals,
least
you're
get
gonna-
there.
actually no. I thought I was like they need to win at least 2 series. I think if they made it the Eastern Conference, that'd be fine. Apparently, I was wrong because they fired a motherfucker anyways.
Yeah,
But-
quick too, real quick.
yeah.
I know, like the
He
next
didn't
day.
He didn't get a plane ticket yet.
Yo, that was crazy.
That tells me like you were getting fired regardless, bro.
no
Like,
matter what.
championship or like, I guess they can't fire you if you win a championship. But other
Fuck,
than
who
that,
knows, yo?
yeah, right. At this point,
Dolan
yo,
changed his mind last second.
imagine that. You know what? It was good, but I think someone else could do a better job. Better job than a championship.
We won, but we went to Game 7.
That's why I have all the people
like
at my
the
job. They're like, Missoula needs to go. I'm like,
No.
he just won a champion. Does winning not matter anymore in resumes? Like, he just won.
say I don't like him. They have no reason.
I remember who won who's the coach of the Lakers when they won in 2020?
Vogel, I think.
Yeah,
Vogel.
Frank.
He was fired a year and a half later.
Yeah, yeah.
What's he doing?
I think he's on the staff somewhere. I forget,
Yeah,
I
somewhere.
forgot what
Frank
team.
Vogel.
He's definitely on the staff somewhere though.
So
Good coach.
moving on. Before I knew you as the Chelsea head basketball coach, I knew you because you were associated with the Let It Fly Classic. So I'm not even 100% sure. I just see it every year and it looks lit.
Yeah, right.
Y'all out here in countries. I thought I saw something in like Africa. I was just like, I don't know whether I was just like,
What?
Bro, I think I saw them in Africa. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we had in Africa.
let him fly like
Yeah,
So
that.
first,
It's like an Air One mixtape.
Tell us,
tour.
tell us
we
what
flying.
it is and how it came about and what's your role in the.
Yeah, so I'm the co-founder of Let It Fly. Me and my best friend Kyle. You know what I mean?
Fire.
I don't know if y'all been seeing. He's a matcha ninja. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he went crazy on TikTok. He going crazy right now with this whole matcha shit, man. It's just a force.
Like the drink?
The drink,
Oh,
yeah. Yo, he's going crazy with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it all started like I went to his house one day. I was like about 10 years ago, shit, because we going on year 10. It would have been year 11, but COVID and shit.
Yep, of course.
So, yeah, about 11 years ago, I just went to his crib. We was just chilling. I'm like, yo, I want to do a basketball tournament. Like, I'm tired of, like, we always got to go to another city to go play in a tournament or go watch a tournament. Like, why not let's start one? Man, we did that shit in like a month. You know what I'm saying? Raised the money, and we just had it outside at Highland Park in Chelsea, right across the street from the Boys and Girls Club. It was hot as shit that day too. Hot as shit, man. After that day, I was like, yeah, we ain't doing this shit outside no more. We gonna find a gym. But we did it, man. It just took off, man. It was just like we had teams from like Boston, Brockton, whatever. We had 8 teams, you know. We just keep it at 8, just a 1-day event, and then and all the money we raise goes to Chelsea High, like for seniors and stuff for scholarships.
Oh, that's fire.
I think over the last 10 years, we're probably up to like almost $80,000 of scholarships or whatever.
that's
the case
dope,
may be.
right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know. So it was just like. It's just trying to, and now it's just we getting all the best players around, man. You know, we flying kids in from like Baltimore, you know what I mean, DC,
Let it fly.
getting kids in New York.
For real.
Where else we got kids from? We flew in some kids from London, you know.
See,
What?
That's
Yeah,
great.
so-
So how'd you go from like we doing
Yeah,
it?
how
At
did you
first
get
you went
there?
from I'm outside too hot, going inside. We're the gym,
London.
and then now it's like Miami, London. Like how did you get? Because I know a lot of people like Nick had a tournament. Tournaments we've seen them all the time.
Yup.
Tournaments that are literally global. That's something we don't see, especially
go in
something from
different countries.
Mass.
Yeah.
So how did that?
It's like a tour.
So
Yeah.
so again, that goes to my partner Kyle, man. Like he just like, yo, let's expand. I'm like, we expand how though? He's like, yo, let's go do it in London. I'm like, London? Like he's always in London, you know what I mean? Because he models
Okay.
and stuff like that. So that's basically
Alright.
like his second home. So
Got
he's already
you.
connected
That makes
with
sense.
people.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he got connected with people out there, and then boom, we did it in London, right? And he took over, did all that. He did all the behind the scenes work over there, do it in London, and now we did it in South Africa. We did it. We're about to go do it in Rwanda in July 5th. But we did it in Puerto Rico too in April.
Oh,
we did
okay,
it.
I
We went to
def
Puerto
seen
Rico.
that.
You know, it was dope for the kids that they came out there. You know what I mean? They played hard. So and what we're gonna do this year too, we're gonna have an international team. So we got like 4 kids from Puerto Rico. We're gonna take a couple kids from London, and then we're gonna take a couple kids from Toronto, I believe. And then it's gonna be one team. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
they're gonna
dope.
try to compete and try to win. So we're trying to get the best kids from there. You know what I mean? But we did it in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was dope. You know what I mean? And my mom lives out there, so I got to see my mom.
There you go. That's beautiful.
So, and
Real quick, you can't bring up Puerto Rico basketball without. Did you see DeMarcus Cousins? What he did to
I said, I said 100 Puerto Ricans versus DeMarcus Cousins.
I saw that. I was just like, homie, this ain't Oklahoma City, bro.
Yo.
You can't just run like with the crowd. Like they don't care that you play any like whatever, bro. Like
That'd be crazy.
I saw the video. I was like, that went exactly the way I thought it was gonna
Yo,
go.
and that's just the trenches though too.
No,
'Cause I
I-
went to one of those games when I went to Puerto Rico.
that
went
shit
to
did not look like it was
that
no
shit
kid.
is crazy
Yeah.
over there. Them fans is nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, he might not make it out of here though. He might not make it to the
You know
airport.
why? You know I know he knew
Wow.
messed up. Because DeMarcus Cousins is not the type to be, apologizing and shit. That statement came out quick the next day, bro.
That man got job, bro. ESPN and Big Three. He's like, I ain't gonna lose all this for this.
Yo, he was bugging, man. But Puerto Rico, man, it was dope though. Like, those players though, it's like they're still kind of like set behind though. I felt like, you know what I mean? There was like kid, he's like 6'2". He's like, oh, I play center. I'm like, what? You don't play no center, man. You come out here, they're gonna freaking fry your ass.
You're not
I
center
ain't playing
anymore.
center. You gotta be a point guard. You know what I mean? 6'2", shit.
Right.
So
Now, do you bring your own teams every time you go over there, or you just start new?
now we just picked the kids from there, all the local
Okay.
kids from over there. So that's why they was just so. Like I met this one kid out there. Like I still keep in touch with him. He's just. I was even coaching the team out there. I don't coach out here when we have my own Let It Fly. I just like to That shit get too crazy. I mean, like, oh, Caesar got a team in there. He's gonna have his team go to the championship. I don't care who wins. You know what I'm saying? When I make the bracket, I make it like see. I be like, all right, send me your roster, and I do it all based off that to see what would be the best championship game. Sometimes it don't work out like that. Sometimes it do. You know what I mean? But every game be lit and let it fly though. Like them dudes, they know not to fucking. They gotta bring their shit. It's not like, oh, let me get my feet. Well, you know, you play other tournaments, you gonna have like a weak team or something like that.
round,
About like 40 or whatever, 50. You know what I'm saying? But with this, you can be out the first round. You can be like, damn. And then all the other kids, there's all some top ranked kids, and then some kids that like who should be ranked, who are not ranked. Be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try to kill this dude. Try to get noticed.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's supposed to be.
So let it fly, man. That shit really took off, man. I love that. Like I said, I love basketball, man. Anything basketball, I'm doing it.
Shit, if we would have thought basketball could bring you to Rwanda, not that you're going on that flight.
Yeah.
But you could have.
Still.
Like, listen, Rwanda, if you want to hit us up for a podcast, I mean,
South
we might
Africa
have to
too?
do this. South Africa, too.
South
South
Africa,
Africa's
right?
crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna have another one. Cape Town.
Cape Town. Oh,
Cape
yeah.
Town. Yep,
right there.
yep, Cape Town. That was
God
another
damn.
one that Kyle told me. He said that was the trenches, man. Those kids were happy just to get sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was out there
That's
kids
dope.
playing barefoot. Kyle gave him some sneakers. I mean, I think we had to deal with like Puma or something like that. We locked in with Puma out there in South Africa and Cape Town. They just did their thing.
That's fine.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
That's
Good
dope.
shit.
So what are the dates for Let It Fly this year?
August 9th. Chelsea High School. We're back at Chelsea High. Last year we couldn't do that at Chelsea High. We had to go to the middle school because they had construction and stuff like that. But we back at Chelsea High. It's gonna be dope though, man. It's year 10. We trying
I
to
just kind of wish, we had a city that would support our stuff too.
no bull, man.
You know,
Let it fly.
I wish Koki didn't have to reschedule a million different games because he's playing outside and dealing with the weather. When we have a million gyms in the city of
That's
Salem.
what I'm saying. It should be a rain site.
There's
you know what I
one
mean?
right down the street.
Get right in the gym. That's shout out to Koki, man. He always let my Chelsea High boys play. We gonna be in there this summer. you know?
Absolutely, we'll be there. We'll be
We'll be in there
there.
this summer. So I'm expecting the big things from my team this year, though. No lie, though. Like I could see the growth. You know what I mean? We just had a spring league out in Lynn. We won that.
There you go.
We just played a tournament at the Reggie Lewis Center with the state police. They
okay.
put it together. We lost in the semifinals. You know, we played. I forgot what team. Bridgewater Rainer. I mean, I was in the stands just talking my shit. I can't coach. You know what I mean? I was just like, I think the team was up by like 15, right? Like 6 minutes to go, and they holding the ball. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, I was like, yeah, 6 minutes. I'm like, yo, y'all really holding the ball?
I'm getting teed up. I'm getting teed up. I'm getting teed up.
I'm out here being a fan. Like, yo, y'all holding the ball. I'm talking about shit. Yo.
That's what you send in the 11th man. Listen, they gon' make sure they don't hold the ball no more. You got 5 fouls, use all of them.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, this is not even basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I get it in like, you know what I mean, if there was like 2 minutes, you know what I mean, you holding the ball and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this is a
Less than
whole
that.
6
And
minutes.
15 points is such a. You could easily come back.
Yeah,
In 6
so I was-
minutes, yeah.
These days,
Yeah,
you
that
see
shit had
it.
me tight. I'm not
That's a
gonna lie.
few
I was
threes.
heated. I was heated. But now we're doing. I think we're playing in the lights out summer league right now. We 2-0 in that, you know. So it's just they're starting to see like to win, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, too, yo, it's like, yeah, I love winning. And I know we ain't gonna win every game, but most importantly, man, I just want these kids to win that life, dog. You know what I mean? I know
Absolutely.
they won't. Some of them probably don't even care about playing college basketball. You know, I just want to see them. They know they can call me when the season's over, or when they graduate. You know what I mean? If they need a letter of recommendation, I'm always gonna be there for them. So I'm more like a life coach, man. I don't give a fuck about this
See,
basketball shit.
that's what we need more coaches of. You need people to like, because a lot of these coaches,
Kids need-
once you that final buzzer in that final game your senior year, you're just someone they pass by in the street. You know what I mean?
Yup.
I mean, you know what I mean? I fought for you out here in the court. You can at least do a little something for me. And you're just saying, but it's glad to know there are coaches like you out here that literally genuinely care about the players and then
mentoring these
mentoring
kids
Dude,
for sure.
mentors. I've said,
All
every
over.
episode. That's my favorite thing to say. Every episode. Mentors matter.
Yeah,
They matter a lot.
They matter.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Like you said before, this generation's crazy, man. Like these kids are just different, man. It's
Right.
different. Like I really can't. I got like probably like 12, 14 kids on the team. I feel like I got to coach 14 different ways sometimes. I got to talk 14 different ways. You know what I mean? Talk to them different. Teach them different. You know, they got like, some of them got IEPs. You know, I really got to sit there, look at their profile, and just be like, okay, this kid can do this, he can do that. And And it's not like coaching in your own city, man, where you grew up in,
Yeah.
went to school there.
I've been
It's fire.
I've been poking at these. Saying, listen, Doyle ain't gonna coach forever. And we've had our conversation where the end is closer than people think. And I'm talking to these Salem Hoopers like Tone, I don't know why in the hell you move all this way. I'm not gonna blow up your spot
Yeah,
where you
don't say
live.
that. Don't say that.
But like, bro, come back so you can. You know what I mean? You want to do all this stuff. I know he wants to get into the coaches. And I was like, bro, but you.
That'd be dope.
You know what I mean? But like,
a lot of people I like
him,
to
a
see.
Tone, Nick Lanier, people like that.
Absolutely.
Like, bro, get on those benches. Get on those benches. Get on. So then when you could be the coach and you could, instead of remember how he didn't help you can help the next one.
I feel like everybody got like a story like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be tough, man. But hey, man, that's the goal though. Try to help these kids now.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
mentors are always remembered.
That's what I was saying.
You
I'm
forget
literally.
some teachers.
I forget.
You forget some.
It's funny because
the
people.
ones that like.
That's the thing. So I,
Ones who care, actually.
Social media, we did the negatives and the positives, but when we did we had Marshall, one of our mentors here. We had Marshall Brassey. He used to be the Boys and Girls Club for us when we were little.
Yup.
And I had him on here, and that was like one of our most liked videos, and like because people just like, oh, Marshall, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it has that nostalgia type.
It was dope. No,
You
just
got
like
Marshall
people,
on there.
you see how much he means to a generation of us,
Right.
of all of us. Like we're in our 30s, and we still look up to this man.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to the Boys and Girls Club since I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
That is crazy.
right. We have reached
Yeah.
my favorite part of the show. The DJ Bofka set a question.
You are now in the mix with DJ Bofka.
The DJ Bofka set the questions is a game we play at the end of every episode. It's a pretty simple game. We just ask you to give you two different. Jesus, I messed that up. What?
I
give you-
different questions.
Two different options. You choose one or the other one.
It's like having the red pill or blue pill.
Okay.
Don't pick no orange or purple.
Listen,
It sounds easy. People mess up
this
all
is
the
my
time.
153rd time doing that.
messed it
They're
up.
not all gonna be crystal clear, clean. At this point, I thought I had that shit just literally in the back of my head.
How you-
All right.
Yeah.
First question, you kind of hinted at it and
No, he
upset
said
me when you said it. So
Good answer,
that's why I
good
didn't touch
answer.
at it. First question is always the same: Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron, man.
Damn, man.
LeBron all day, yo.
Yup.
Just grew up watching him, man. I ain't seen no MJ play, bro. Like, seen highlights, bro.
He's on YouTube. You can watch the
Yeah.
full games. Full
Nah,
games.
LeBron, man, that's the guy right there, man. He's a GOAT.
He's not my GOAT, but I am a big fan of him. I think all his attitude and all his shit talking comes from like he's finally realizing that people are not gonna see me as the GOAT. You might, but the majority, and I think that annoys him in his camp. It annoys him. That's why they don't like Stephen A. Because Stephen A. is adamant, like, nigga, you are number 2, which is nothing wrong with being the second best player of all time. I don't know. I'm sorry. LeBron just been irking me the last last month. That interview on
podcasts and
on Pat McAfee, that shit pissed me off. Like, bro, you seem like a bully, bro. Like, I'm the greatest.
I'm the GOAT.
I'm gonna just talk shit about all of y'all. Fuck all y'all.
Man, when he retired,
NBA's
though, bro,
rigged.
like them documentaries will be crazy.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna be hit
I
different.
was looking for like a good LeBron James like documentary. I
Want an
can't
old school
find
doc?
it.
No, you know what the problem is? He's gonna be the one producer, so it's gonna be trash. Production team
on
is
YouTube. I'm
duds,
like, where the
nigga.
good? What is
That LeBron James' team hasn't produced one thing that's successful that I can think of. Remember they did.
there was one.
Remember they did another Space Jam.
That was crazy.
No, there
I've
was
never seen
one.
that
You don't have to. What did they do?
I can't remember what it was, but it was one successful one.
Anything that's
It's the one that we didn't know that he was part of.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, the movie, right? I forgot. Nah, he did have a good movie though. He was on that team. I forgot what the name though.
Yeah,
but
right, yeah.
I forget.
Shout out him.
Shout out to him, man. I still love LeBron. You know, it's
It's just
just
crazy to be talking this crazy shit about LeBron when you was pulling up to Celtics games with LeBron jersey.
I know.
Same.
You know,
I know.
Like that. I was in the building
Yes,
with
sir.
LeBron James jersey.
I know.
Yep.
But,
But for
you know
my
what?
son though, once LeBron retire, I'm on that green for real. Though.
I'll be back. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate a lot of Jordan fans back in the day too. Like,
no.
when he retires, they all right, back to Boston.
JJ got Tatum jersey. He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting young.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. What's a better highlight? Dunking on somebody or dropping somebody?
Shit, I ain't fucking dunking shit, so I'm gonna say drop somebody.
Yeah.
None of us are either. I said highlight you watch. I didn't
gotta
say you
make
have
it.
to do
That
it.
was my answer too, though.
See, yeah, dunking on somebody for real. Yeah. Especially with Let It Fly, man. We got this rule, right? We invented it. We say it's rule number 5. So if you get dunked on, you got to sit out. We stop the whole game. Everybody go crazy. You got to sit up for one possession. Yo, and everybody knows the rule though. It's like dudes don't get mad. None of that. It's like I just got dunked on. They walk right over. Yo, man, you got so many clips. We got like every year somebody get dunked on.
That's
every year.
Inevitable.
It was
That's a dope one.
I think the other year when AJ played, AJ DeBounce, he played. Yo, man, he dunked on some dudes. He's like 6'10", 6'9". Yo, he just boomed on them. Whole gym went crazy, bro. This shit was. Now every time you see it, like yo, he got dunked on Let It Fly. You know what I'm saying? And this one dude got
known for that shit.
and one dude got
Man,
dunked
hold
on.
up, hold
and he
up,
had
hold
like 40.
Hold on, this is supposed to be positive. I don't
boy
know.
got 40 and got
I be
dunked
mad
on,
as hell.
get out.
If I'm at Market Basket picking up some deli, excuse me, sir. I think I saw you get dunked on. Let it fly. Like, hold on, man.
He was like, man, I dropped 40 that game.
I'm with my kids. Yeah, that's crazy.
I had a
That's
great
tough.
game that day.
Yeah,
That's
man,
tough,
Dudes
that's
be
tough.
getting dunked on, man. It's a force.
Yeah.
I didn't play enough defense to get dunked on. I got dropped one time in my life because I didn't play enough defense to get dropped either. But one time, and it was worse because like you know when like someone who gets you is like he's not supposed to get you.
Yeah.
It's when I never get dropped, but this dude just did a little funny step, bro, and I fell. And I was like,
No.
I remember.
Bro,
I
slow
got dropped
motion.
a couple times. Nah, I got dropped one time, but I don't really count it because
no one ever counts it.
yo,
You saved yourself.
the reason why I don't count it is because we were going to a tournament in New York, and we were leaving from my AU team. We were leaving from Cambridge. Man, we leaving Cambridge at 4 a.m. to play at 9:30. So we right off the bus, we going right to go pooping. It was like the first like boop boop. I'm like, yo, I'm not even awake. My legs been cramped. We like 10 people in the van. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. And
I didn't count. My legs are tired.
My legs.
I didn't count.
She's still asleep.
Yeah, I woke your ass up. I bet you. You picked up from the ground like, all right.
That's another thing too. This
we
generation,
here.
they so scared to get bopped or get dunked on because the cameras is out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen one thing in Chico's League. That shit. I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but that shit was crazy.
I haven't seen too many highlights.
Dude threw it off the dude's head, caught it back. He went to the top of the key. He crossed him up. He touched the floor. He brought it back, put it through his legs, and just dunked it.
Damn it, man.
The whole shit went crazy.
That nigga needs to leave.
Yo,
You gotta leave.
So
You gotta
rude,
leave.
bro.
Like an NBA
No
street.
need for all that shit.
NBA
oh,
street
one
volley.
possession, bro.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta leave. You gotta leave.
One of those things would have been enough.
That
bro.
happened to me. Like I think
That's a whole
I'm moving. I'm
game breaker.
transferring.
Remember the game
Yo,
breaker?
and what's crazy though, when I first saw the highlight, it was yesterday. When I first saw the highlight,
shit.
I seen the video. Dude put it through his legs, whatever, dunked it, and then I seen another version. He threw it off his head first. I'm like, yo, he started with that? Nah, man, this is crazy.
I don't know why.
I was gonna fight.
I don't.
If you,
off the head, you
that's
get
what I'm gonna
pushed
say.
up.
I don't know
That was the
why.
I'm wasting a
That's
foul.
acceptable. Like
These
bro,
days-
if you knock me in my face with a ball, we're not playing basketball no more.
Using a foul.
That's so
You're getting foul. You're not doing no other
if it's
move.
between
There's
the
no
legs,
other here.
if you do it between
You better
the
score
legs,
off that.
like, damn, niggas
You
still-
better
Yeah,
pull
but
up
the
right
legs
there.
or whatever, you throwing off my head, though.
Yeah, nah. Do the
Now,
legs or
right
whatever.
now,
whatever.
I'm fouling you crazy.
Yeah.
Plays
Yeah.
over. Plays over. Plays over. Plays over. Plays over.
You better pull up and shoot it. But if you try to drive in, I'm clotheslining
Someone
you.
got me recently, like, well, a couple months ago, like between the legs, like through the legs, and I was thinking, like, damn, niggas still do this. I mean, like,
Yo, Matt's the king of that. Matt stay putting the ball through people's legs. Dog.
It'd be them. It'd be them tricky little white boys. It'd be them, bro.
Stay doing that shit.
That boy, yeah. Well, how about you feel? Like
That's
this?
his go-to right there, man.
I didn't know this new.
That's
What
Trey-
if you
that-
this
Trey
kid feels
Young.
some type of way when a passer comes and drops 30 on you? I would feel a little bit. I would feel like, damn, nigga. And he's going to pray on Sunday and then drop 30 on you Saturday night. I'd be kind of like, damn.
Crazy.
I'll be at that church like, look at this, look at it. He act like he didn't even do nothing. He act like you just right.
Maybe I should go to church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Probably
this
church
nigga's so
crew like-
nice, maybe I should start.
Yeah, yeah, someone got dropped. Like, let me see what the big deal's about. Let me show up, like, see if you got. Maybe it's the holy water. Maybe it's that. All right, next one. Better movies or better series of movies: the Rush Hour movies or the Bad Boy movies?
I'm gonna go with Rush Hour. Rush Hour. That shit's hilarious. Yo.
Is it great?
Even Bad Boys though.
That's a tough choice.
They turned it up though too. They turned it up at the end too.
Out of all the movies of both series, which is the best movie? Who has the one best movie? Like Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, or what's the
Rush Hour.
I go with that original, man. Rush Hour 1, man.
Rush Hour 1?
I like Rush Hour 1.
Yeah, it's just hilarious, yo.
Yeah, that shit was low key.
Call her.
Kung Fu Kenny?
No, that's number 2.
That's 2, man.
Kung Fu Kenny 2?
Yeah, that's 2.
Come on, man. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's 1.
Wait, what?
It's on Crenshaw Boulevard.
Hold on.
It's on Crenshaw.
Yeah.
He owns a
They
Chinese food
embarrass
restaurant.
yourself. You're on a Chinese restaurant on Crenshaw.
That's number 2.
That's,
No, number 2, they're in Hong Kong.
He's right.
He comes back
They
to
come
America.
back. They come back to America.
Dude.
Look
No, it is
I
true.
am
It is-
telling
no,
you.
it is true.
What?
Because they gave him a counterfeit. They gave him the counterfeit. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Y'all almost flipped that shit on me,
Yeah,
made me look
yeah,
crazy.
No, because they had the counterfeit money. Remember, he got paid with the counterfeit
And he
money.
burned
Then they had to go to the Red
Burns the
Dragon.
interns
Nigga,
thing,
you
yeah.
just had Red Dragon yesterday.
Yeah.
You should have known this.
I did have Red Dragon
He
yesterday.
had Red Dragon sushi yesterday.
I forgot they came back to Vegas. Yeah, I was good. Good movie. Good movie.
See, I test. We just
I
got.
Rush Hour
We forgot
too.
where we were. Like, nah, nigga, hold up.
Good movie.
Trying to flip that shit on me.
I was like, yeah, man,
He lit the
they
money.
were on
He said,
Crenshaw.
you better find him before I do. Shit.
Shout out Jackie Chan.
Yeah, shout out Jackie
I don't
Chan.
like how Jackie just said he didn't like the Rush Hour movies. If you felt that way, Jackie,
What'd he say?
don't say it. He didn't see it in an interview. He's like, I didn't really like the Rush Hour movies. I didn't understand.
Because he doesn't understand
He didn't understand the humor of it. He didn't understand. He's like, what the
It's kinda
fuck?
hard.
But
Like,
we
are you
did, bro.
laughing
So
at
just
me
like,
or not?
keep that to yourself. Like,
What? Answer
we
the
love
question.
you, Jackie.
Man's like 100 years old. Let him answer how he wants to. He's broke every bone 3 times.
I'm all about. I don't know. Some of these people be asking questions like, Jackie Chan at 90 years old. Why are you interviewing Jackie Chan? Like,
Well, he had Karate Kid come out.
yeah, that-
And that's when they asked him everything.
oh yeah, you're right.
He wasn't.
It's like, oh, we're getting another Rush Hour.
Why not pick his brain too? It's Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you might
He probably
say-
got some gems in there.
And he's still doing some of
Remember
this
when they asked
Still doing movies, though,
Pacquiao?
too,
Yeah.
man.
You might get some answers you don't want to hear. 'Cause remember when they were talking to Pacquiao about some like gay rights shit, and he said some shit.
Why would
wasn't
you ask
supposed
Pacquiao that?
to. You know what I mean? But why would you ask Jackie? You know, you never know.
He's just like,
These
"Oh,
old, these old people from like, you know what I
And they'll
mean?
fuck up their legacy by accident.
Yeah. Then they say something crazy, and all of a sudden we hate Jackie Chan.
The new
like, come
generation
on,
don't
man.
know Jackie.
I will
like-
never hate Jackie Chan.
Bro, this world will turn
that's-
on you
no.
quick.
Get canceled real quick.
Quick.
Happens.
You better not cancel
Say
Jackie
one,
Chan.
say one thing, it's over.
That's why we watch our mouths on this shit. I slip up a little bit sometimes. All right, next one. Who would win in the All-Star game? USA or the world?
I'm going USA, man.
USA.
Is that your pride talking? Because
USA.
I feel like this is the only time that they'll take it seriously.
Yeah, USA.
I don't think anything will. Actually, I don't want to
the
go.
only time
I
they'll
don't want to
be
go
like-
down there because they'll just get me angry. I think
We got some good players.
like
over here.
like they get mad when we say like, "Yo, Oscar, dude, trash, y'all not trying. We're gonna delete it," and the players will be like, "What? Why are you blaming us? It's your fault." Like,
You're not playing.
and then they change the ways. All right, we're gonna do USA in the world. Nah, we don't want to do that. That's whack. Well, then play, bro. Like,
yeah.
God
Back to
forbid.
East
Like,
versus West.
and I see like,
That's all I want. East versus West.
Bring it back to the.
But you gotta, like,
original.
try.
That All-Star shit's terrible, dog.
Yeah, I know.
It's a bunch of overpaid
Disappointed.
players, bro. Like, they
Yeah.
don't, why am I gonna
Well-
go play an exhibition game in Vegas when I'm making $55 million a year?
Also, they were saying how you're there for 12 hours before the game starts, just doing interviews and all this fan stuff. He's like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather not be an all-star.
Oh man, you know what's your it sucks you have to do all that, but you also get $55 million a year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not into hearing millionaires complain. Like,
For real.
oh, what?
I wanted
They
a
ask you the
vacation.
same question so many times. Damn, you have another interview in an hour. Psh, how are you gonna get through it?
Dude, gotta wake up
Fuck,
9 to
I
5 and shit.
Like, bro, I worked outside in 98-degree weather today.
102. It was 102.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm sorry that you had to do an extra interview.
That's why,
with Taylor Rooks.
Yo, that's why I hit you this morning. Like, yo, we straight, because I knew it was mad hot. I'm like,
Nah, we good.
yo, this
I'm
AC
still
is booming,
sore.
though, I ain't gonna lie.
That's why I said, oh, we straight. I know we're gonna be good. Yeah.
I was so scared. I was so scared.
Because every time I see the video, I'm like, yo, they ain't that room, man. Yo, I'm driving. I'm like, yo, it gotta be AC, right? It gotta be AC. Once I walked in,
I mean, once you pull up to the building, it's like, this looks like this whole shit got AC in it.
Central, God, good shit. Good shit.
This shit good. All right. We're in the summertime, obviously, because of this heat. Barbecue question. Off the grills, chicken wings or steak tips?
Oh, depends on them steaks. It is cooked, though. Dude, you know what I mean?
Let's say
Chicken
you're
wing.
cooking it.
Chicken wing. I'm going with chicken wings. Chicken wings.
Safer bet.
Off the grill, I'm going steak tips.
Off the grill, yeah.
Off the grill.
Yeah.
Just don't burn it. You know?
Man.
Overdone.
But I'm the
cardboard.
guy who wants, I
that
want
shit.
everything burnt as fuck from the grill. I'm that guy.
No.
A little crispy, nothing crazy.
Like, normally, because,
a little crispy.
A nice char on the
Yeah,
side. That's it.
like a little.
I mean, yeah, I don't want
God,
anything like that.
it's great.
I don't want the flavor gone, but you know what I mean? Like, when in doubt, leave that shit another minute. Like, you know what I mean? If it's close, if you think like, because no one wants to get, I've eaten some burgers and you look in the middle of that shit and you're like,
It's just cold.
so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Burn that bitch. At least I know it's cooked. All right.
Next.
Yeah. No,
Since we did find out that LeBron's your GOAT, I guess this question makes a little more sense now. You see my enthusiasm. Which was a better LeBron? Miami Heat LeBron or LeBron's Cleveland second stint? Second stint in Cleveland.
That second Cleveland. Yeah, he was on X Games.
Yeah, he was going into like the new level of like.
that was the
Yo,
best
he was
version.
forcing it, yo.
He was heat. He was super villain, and then he tapped into like.
but I
other
think
guy.
I agree. Where I think he was a better player in Cleveland the second time. But that LeBron in the Heat was scary.
Yeah.
That was an
That was like-
angry.
Especially there with the Celtics.
And he was like
285.
Yeah,
That boy had about 30 more pounds of muscle.
Yep.
Naturally, or must have been the food in Miami.
Dude was great train, yo.
Yeah.
Imagine taking a charge on that motherfucker.
No, I don't take charges on regular people.
Remember
Just
2K
over
when he
you.
was on the Heat? 2K when he was on the Heat? He just do nothing.
From the free throw line, just jumps up and goes.
You was
this
getting
is
to the
traffic.
basket. Yeah, he was getting to the basket regardless.
And he
Tomahawk dunk.
Who was that? Was it John Lucas? He jumped over with alley oop.
Yeah,
All right.
yep.
Disrespectful.
So Pat Riley deserves all the accolades, all the awards, all the praise. He's a GOAT.
Yeah.
But we need to look at how many things he fumbled. How do you fumble LeBron?
Kicks him out. Kicks everybody out.
Them cookies, man.
Yeah, right. The
Cookies,
cookies,
man.
yeah.
Like,
How
you
do you
fucked that up.
fumble
It's the
LeBron?
one thing he needed.
And
Me and my
all the
cookies
way,
ain't
getting
on.
back all the way to we were talking about trades. How don't you get Kevin Durant? Miami.
I thought that was gonna be where he.
Did you see why they didn't get him?
who?
They're like they didn't want to trade away. I don't even remember the guys' names. Still two nobodies. I was like, Pat, what do you like? Kevin Durant wanted to go to Miami, but they wouldn't improve the package because they wanted. I don't even know the kid's name.
I forget. I forget. I'm thinking of it right now.
You should know his name if it would stop you from getting
With the
Kevin
hair,
Durant.
you got hair. He's
You got hair?
Jacquees, whatever the guy. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They didn't want to let go of him for Kevin Durant.
He's not even that big of a.
Pat Riley,
They won't trade Tyler Hero either.
That's the one I heard. Like,
I heard they traded
years
Bam
now.
to well.
Bam is
Actually,
definitely
Bam.
out of there. I think
Well, Bam wants to.
time.
Wants some change.
it's time.
No, Pat Riley needs to just step away. It's time, bro. Your way of doing things doesn't work anymore. Like, you can't even get people to do an All-Star game. You think you're gonna get them to fucking weigh themselves every day and like eat right? Like, shut up, bro. That's why
get
nobody
pissed,
wants to
yeah.
go there.
Yeah.
They're there
Like
for a while.
you're in a town like Miami and you can't do nothing because this dude is literally like Scarface down there.
Yeah.
You can't even go take a piss in a
Everybody's
7-Eleven
like,
without like he's like, yo, I saw you at 7-Eleven. So LeBron's like, bro, I just want my cookies, man. I'm out of here.
The fucking cookies. I feel it though.
They bad.
Like, bro,
Just don't take my cookies.
I just don't understand. Like, listen, I get it. Like, you want to treat everybody the same. Not every.
No.
You don't coach every.
For real.
If your best player is a minute late,
hey, man.
I mean, maybe I'm not looking at the clock when you walked in. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. You know what I mean? But if you fighting for a spot, like, yo, 15 minutes early, he's on time. You gotta like LeBron. Let him eat whatever the fuck he wants.
It was on the plane. On the plane.
in the middle of a 20-game winning streak.
Like, what do you
Pat,
mean?
come on, man. Come on, Pat. Come on.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm out of here.
You really think about it. Actually, he's stayed pretty long in Miami, but Pat Riley's usually known for just
How
getting the
long
hell
was
out of
he?
there.
Who?
Miami.
It was like 4 years.
Pat?
4 years. Oh,
LeBron?
I was talking about
LeBron 4.
Yeah, and they went to college for 4
That was
years.
like college.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Won 2 titles.
Came back.
All right. All right. Another summer question. Which would you prefer, beach or pool?
Pool.
Absolutely. Pool. I did both the last couple days. I prefer pool. The beach, I got nowhere near the water. I didn't even see the water. I didn't even know where it was. Like, I saw it over there, but I didn't get nowhere close to that shit.
All right.
It was like, it's a long walk. I was like, I wouldn't know. I'm not going down there.
That's the pool, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of sand anyway.
I fucks with sand.
You gonna mess around and be caught one of these drifts with one of these little. He be out here swimming in the middle of the ocean, and we were in DI one
Mile
time.
away.
That boy came back winded.
I told that story today.
I know.
To, like to someone else.
I was heated. I went to DR, but I think it was like seaweed season. You know what I'm saying? It was
no.
mad.
You
It was
gotta
like,
wait-
I was
you
at a
gotta wait a
resort.
minute.
I was
You
at a
gotta
get on
resort.
your
There was
fucking-
mad
yeah.
seaweed. There was like a tractor just picking it all up. It doesn't matter what happened. It's still there. I'm like, man, I'm just going to the pool, bro.
Yeah.
Right, you gotta wear the water shoes.
So,
The flippers.
You gotta wear the water
Oh
shoes.
my god! Like, how can you guys just go to resort, stay in the pool from 11 to 8 o'clock, and drink the whole day? Because it's amazing. It's not free. You pay for that shit.
Well, now
Trust me.
I paid for it.
That when they close the pool, that's 7 o'clock. When you getting out that pool,
Unlimited.
and that shit all hits you at the same time. Don't let them bring out the wheelchair.
Time that you did it, you're just like,
Oh, I know. Remember I said hibachi?
pull up. Just
Yo, we were like 45 minutes late to hibachi, and it was our idea to go. Our whole family's there waiting for us. We show up, and we're literally like, we're there, but we're not there. Like, you're just like,
trashed.
just sitting there, just picking out like teriyaki chicken. Just good times.
Yeah, for real.
I'm going in a few weeks, actually.
Hell yeah.
All right. In their prime, T-Mac or Vince?
T-Mac.
Yeah.
Quick answer.
T-Mac.
I saw him arguing a couple days ago.
That we're arguing?
Amongst each other.
No, arguing with Stephen A. about because LeBron's ring culture thing.
Yeah.
Of course, T-Mac feels. Everybody, the ones who didn't win always feel sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't matter. Of course, you don't think it matters, bro. You don't have any.
Nah, I fuck with T-Mac.
Yeah,
Man. I remember I
T-Mac
had
heavy.
that McDonald's All American.
Yeah.
I really fuck with T-Mac.
I think him and Melo proved to me that like you can still be legendary without having rings.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley.
What
too,
I-
maybe.
Yeah,
Allen
true.
Iverson.
When we're talking rings, the way I use ring
Iverson,
talk,
too.
when we're separating the top 10, top 15 players of all time, that's when you can start counting rings.
Yeah, that's when we're
You know what I mean? That's because like that's how you move the order. But
Just because you have a ring.
I mean,
doesn't
Iverson's one of the most
people
goated
are-
players of all time, and he didn't win nothing.
Some people are up there because they rings.
Like who? Bill Russell.
What? Got
No,
11.
but like they like if you're doing it off of like
All right.
there's a lot of better players
Yeah, who just never got opportunity to win a
that
ring.
didn't have rings.
I know Russell Westbrook's sick right now.
Right.
And Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Especially Chris Paul.
Russell Westbrook, the way he plays, I can see why you're not gonna win shit. I can see that. James Harden is that me. I hold the ball. There's a reason he averaged a triple double. He has the ball
James
the
Harden's
entire
system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Exactly.
Absolutely.
Those guys I can see. Chris Paul, the way he plays, you're supposed to be a championship point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he's more disappointing than like Russell Westbrook. Like
He's getting hurt, too.
15 years ago, you could have told me like, yo, he's not gonna get a ring. I was like, I can see that. James Harden, you knew he wasn't gonna win a ring a decade ago. Kobe told you that. These guys are like Chris Paul is literally a pass first. You know, you would think
Helps every team by like 20 wins.
you would think he'd be Drew Holiday right now, winning in
With 2
Milwaukee,
rings?
winning in Boston,
Yo.
being that thing that takes you over the hump, being that leader. But that boy's cursed. Apparently,
He's still playing good, but
Number 2 in assists.
I think he's gonna go to Dallas.
Who?
Chris Paul. That's
He
all.
retired, no?
No.
Bugging?
I think he said once a year.
He played 82 games last season.
Yeah.
Damn.
For the first
Damn,
time.
he wasn't hurt at all.
82 games. I'm sure he was
Finally healthy.
Oh,
for
he
the
was
whole
hurt.
season.
He's 40 years old. He was hurt.
I bet.
Like it hurt. Things hurt, but
That shit must have
It's
been
also on
fake,
the
man.
Spurs,
I thought he said
though.
he retired.
nah. Yeah,
Nah, not
the
yet.
internet's
He has
crazy.
one
You
more
got to be
year,
really
he said.
careful with your
Facts.
news. Like, yo, I don't say nothing or text nobody till I at least see it 3 or 4 times. So my phone has the alerts. So if I don't get the alert, I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if it's something big, Bleacher Reports hit me
Oh,
the
no, that
alert.
was Westbrook. My fault. That was Westbrook retired. Well, he's gonna go get some bread, right? Overseas.
I don't think he
That's his
retired.
real?
I think like
He retired?
I don't think he has a choice. I don't think it, like
Nah, I think he got offered something crazy.
He got that
overseas.
bag.
Yeah.
That bag is crazy.
go get it because
though.
like, man, where was he gonna play next
Yeah.
season? You know what I mean? Where?
Man, he
Denver.
He was
Stay in
pretty
Denver.
solid there.
He did great in
but,
Denver.
Like the problem is just like when someone like that, like Westbrook commands shit when he goes to you know what I mean? You can't put Westbrook at the end of the bench. He's gonna become a problem.
Gets you like
So it's Westbrook if you're
it's all
not.
the little shit.
He's not being a Vince. He's not being Paul Pierce, where he's gonna go a season sitting on the bench the whole time. He's not gonna do that.
He's high energy still.
So once you can't be a rotation player.
still puts
Why
his-
even sign him?
he puts his all into it.
He does. He'll put his
young
all
guys-
for Shanghai, China, nigga. So
make it
that's
all
where he's gonna put his
everybody-
all.
He's
better
way
too.
too good to be talking about China.
Trying to throw me if I'm 30, the age I'm now, I'm
Dubai
37,
somewhere.
38 years old, and I know my NBA's done, and China throws me a crazy bag. Maybe
think
not,
West- I don't
maybe not
think-
exactly right now because things are a little crazy right
think
now in the
West
world.
is done. I don't think
but
West-
I'll take an overseas bag to play 1 or 2 seasons to end my career. Why not?
Because you're Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook without no job, nigga. So
You're the legend. You think freaking
he did good though. No, he did good with them though.
that's fine.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
good
of
with Denver.
another legend. You think like Magic Johnson at that? Like, that's a bad
He
example.
actually did go play overseas.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right, whatever.
For-
Bad
for
example
Greece, I
still. But you know what I mean? You think like a legendary hooper gonna freaking
Allen
end his
Iverson
career
did.
going. Did he really?
Who did?
I'll never see one overseas.
Stephon Marbury too. Yeah,
Became a god.
killing.
Have a
I think
statue.
Stephon Marbury got a statue.
A statue in China.
Kemba Walker went overseas.
Yeah.
We're talking like Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it was supposed to
It's like-
MVP, multiple
There was somebody else
All-Star.
recently, not recently, but a couple years ago too. He went overseas too. He got a crazy bag. Fuck man, what's his name? I don't know.
If you had a career like that, like
Russell Westbrook I think is the most curious resume I've ever of an NBA player. Like the man averaged a triple double 3 seasons in a row, and looking back, it doesn't seem that anybody cares.
No, because the triple double is now every weekend. Someone
he
gets
made it
triple-double.
regular as hell.
Yeah,
he's the one
he
that,
took
like-
away the sparkle of it.
He did.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook
He made it look
ruined
so
the triple
easy.
double.
He did make
So
it look
now,
easy.
now Joker can get
Well, look-
triple double for a season and like, okay,
LeBron might have been the first recent like he kind of like
Yeah, but he wasn't averaging a triple double.
Yeah.
That was
But they
unthought.
were- they were
before,
getting
remember,
triple-doubles.
before Westbrook, that was unthought of.
But they're not, like,
that was
giving
literally
it-
like that would be crazy if someone did that. And then he
Yeah.
did 3 seasons in a row.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
And we're looking mad at him like, I think he should be first ballot Hall of Famer.
he absolutely is.
Of course.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's no way he's not.
MVP.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's not the first ballot though.
Why?
Nah, he's
He didn't win.
So
So
I'm
did
not me. My
T-Mac.
fault. Yeah, listen, I've seen stranger
they
things have
all
happened.
won.
Melo didn't either.
Yeah, they're all first ballot.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook's way too good.
All right, whatever. Lil Wayne or Jay-Z?
I'm going Lil Wayne.
You listen to Carter 6?
Nah, not yet.
Don't.
I stopped after that, but Lil Wayne though.
Don't.
Shout out Weezy.
He gave us enough music that we
Yeah,
could
right.
enjoy.
I get it. I know, but it's just like yo, you could have gave us some like decent shit. Like this was like, oh, all right,
It was,
bro.
it was bars.
It was some bars.
There's also some elephants, but that's not here nor there.
Listen.
Listen to his features.
Yeah, listen.
He got his kids all over. That's what it is. It's like
The,
when you
the problem is
He's printing money.
The
that's
problem
why.
is I did not have high expectations for a Wayne album at this in 2025. My expectations like this is gonna be alright, and you went way lower than that. So like you know what I mean? Like you couldn't even. It's not like I thought this shit was gonna be like the Carter 3. I thought I was like, all right, he's gonna have his bar, he's gonna have some good songs, then I'm gonna move on. I was like, all right, cool, this was dope, and then move on like most albums you do anyways. No, that shit was horrible. I would pick Jay-Z.
Elephants.
What do you think about Jay-Z against the rumors doing the Super Bowl? People are gonna be so mad.
It's just like
I don't think he's gonna do it.
You won't do it.
Why not?
Why do it?
to remind like the new generation. I don't know what.
They're the
what
ones
else.
gonna hate the most.
They're gonna hate the most.
I don't think he really cares. It's like he gets a check regardless.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do it.
I don't think so either.
I mean, he's the one picking
Oh,
people,
you
right?
get a check.
Eventually, he's going to pick himself. You're gonna run out of people who are big enough to do the Super Bowl.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
I would love to, pick my guy Breezy,
I think it's time to give it.
but Breezy just got locked up again, so that's not good for the image.
But you gotta-
Damn it, Brown, we were so close. Just stop throwing bottles at niggas. We might,
Wild boy.
We might get the Super Bowl.
He's
Chris,
definitely like this. He should definitely get the next one.
who?
Chris Brown.
The
Yeah,
next
but he's
one,
not going
hey,
to.
Give us some years.
He needs a couple
Who else
years.
is left?
When's it
Like,
not
Huh?
Usher
who else
years?
is left? Yeah, Usher already did.
He needs Chris Brown needs a couple more years of like not
Yeah.
like fucking up. I'm like, all right, we can let him on the stage.
All right.
And then you're gonna make everybody remember how great he was. And that's
Oh snap!
We're getting close to that. We're getting close. Like we're almost there. Like
it's almost there.
it took a long time for people to forget and be like, all right, all right, all right.
Yep.
We're almost there. Over the hump. He won a Grammy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He's going on stadium tours. People going to see him. It's cool. All right. One of the biggest boxing fights that I can remember coming up. Canelo or Crawford?
Crawford for real.
I think it's. I don't see a way Canelo wins. I don't see.
Really?
Really? Canelo's nice.
But who has he fought recently?
Who has fucking Crawford fought recently?
You know what? Like, I was so impressed by Crawford, but I forgot. like I forgot the fight. It's been so.
Dude, they've been
I haven't seen him fight since that last one.
yeah, but they've
Who was
been
it?
doing so many like
his ass though, right?
media press things.
Yeah.
So much media for this fight. I keep forgetting like, oh, when is it? It's like months away. They act like it's the day before.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah,
Netflix money, man.
man,
It's the
relax.
I appreciate it's on Netflix for free.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'll watch that. But yeah, I think
They
Crawford.
shouldn't
Oh,
have
that
this many
Crawford fight's on
face-offs.
Netflix?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
which is gonna be great. As long as it doesn't crash.
I know,
Like
right?
the last time.
No, they've been doing pretty well since then. I think wrestling Raw's on every Monday live.
Yeah, but I doubt it's at the same level as it does when it first came in there.
I don't know, man.
Oh, hopefully,
I'ma watch
hopefully it's gonna be a
it.
great fight.
If the fight don't work, I didn't pay for it. So I don't care.
I just want it to be a exciting fight.
I'm
Because
gonna get to that.
Can I-
I'm gonna find that fight regardless.
I mean,
Canelo's last fight, that dude didn't want to fight him.
the Canelo's last fight was literally the worst thing I've ever
The
seen.
dude didn't want to fight. He just went around like, dude, what are you doing? Why do you sign a contract if you ain't gonna fight?
Oh, that check.
Yeah.
All right. Whose career do you wish was injury free? Brandon Roy or Greg Oden?
Brandon Roy.
yeah.
Brandon Roy.
Greg.
I might go Greg.
I was a big fan of Greg.
Yeah, but
I think you say Brandon Roy because he had a few healthy seasons, so you saw how good he was.
Yeah.
Bro.
I say Brandon Roy because I
he's
relate
great.
to him more. I don't give a damn about
That video is still sad of Greg Oden though.
Yeah.
When that you see the old lady goes like, "Oh, you play basketball?" No, I used to, and it got like that sad music. I'm like, damn.
They put the sad music on there, like
That's for clicks too, and he's like,
Yeah.
damn.
And this is why this is why I enjoy the new sports media when a lot of these players are being the podcast. I see him on people's podcasts all the time. He seems like he's good. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
he's-
It's just like
he
people are
accepted
giving
it.
him like, yo, you were nice. Like,
Nah, he was
you
a
know
killer,
what?
though.
These podcasts give you an opportunity to be like, yo, you were nice. People don't. Real media, NBA media forgets about you, tries to talk you trash. But we remember you
He
were.
was playing the NCAA tournament with the Cavs.
yeah,
shit,
right,
dude.
one hand,
Shooting the wrong.
Killing.
That's opposite hand.
Yeah.
Killing.
Opposite hand.
Yo,
is great.
his offhand.
I think he's Dwight Howard if he doesn't get hurt. I think probably the same kind of.
And that's when the big men back then was still like big men too. It wasn't
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
threes and shit like that. Like you still getting.
You know who I was a
getting
big
crazy.
fan of, and he got one guy that's like got completely played because of the NBA change. My Duke guy, Jaleel Okafor.
Jaleel Okafor.
He was so nice,
Yeah.
but the
Contract.
second season, the NBA changed. They're like, "Yo, you a big man, you gotta shoot threes." But I can't shoot threes.
Yup.
Oh well, nigga. And he's just like, "What the fuck?" He's literally imagine your whole life mastering post moves, jump hooks, killing that, and then
Yeah,
you get to the
midi-
league, they're like, "Yo, we don't do none of that shit no more. You gotta go sit in the right here."
Would you say again?
He was killing in the G League recently.
Jaleel Okafor.
Jaleel Okafor, just like Jabari Parker.
No, Jabari Parker just blew out his knees 7 times.
Yeah, but he also was like that.
Isn't
They
it
were like the
before
same place.
on what team is he on?
Who?
He was on the Pacers.
I thought he was in the last time I saw he was on like the Sixers. I don't know.
That was a while ago.
Someone signed him. I think he was in the
Yeah.
Hornets for like 3
He was
days.
killing in the G League, and someone brought him in. I forget.
He went overseas hitting threes and everything, so they brought him back.
We brought him back. He was good.
Yeah, you can hit threes
Now as a
I mean,
big man, like you have to shoot. Like there's no.
Now there's gonna be
Yeah.
someone to bring it back. There's gonna be that one
Need
Shaq
that big
character
guy.
that's really.
I've always said
dominate.
that like it takes one
Bogdan.
player to just completely change
the whole thing.
Because if you have another Shaq, then you have to change everything. You
Yeah,
have to have
'cause
two
now
big-
you have to
3,
have two
4
bigs.
bigs there. You have to have you have to play more zone. You got to do.
That's why what's his name? I feel like Edie.
Zach Edey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like broke his foot or something,
Yeah.
right?
No, but he's
And he got
offensively.
arrested.
He's not like.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, God damn it.
Bro, cops, leave these niggas alone, man. Like you out here really
103?
pulling over. That means you cuffed a 7'6" dude for speeding.
Wait,
Let that man go home, man.
7'3".
Zach Edey got pulled over.
Yeah,
You got arrested for like,
103 on like a
bro,
25.
Let him go, man. Like,
He's like, buddy,
if I
that's too
was like,
fast.
yo, can you just slow down? Yo, D.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. You lock him up.
Bad luck.
That sounds like a pain in the ass. I gotta bring this big ass dude in the back of my fucking. I'm like, bro, get out of here.
No, you don't fit in that cop car.
You definitely don't fit in that.
Yeah.
Bring the paddy
Laying
wagon.
down and shit.
Yeah. All for speeding, bro.
Like this.
It is Memphis, though. You never know.
It's gonna be hot as hell too. Just fucking.
All right, last but not least, who has a better season next season? The Lakers or the Knicks? Big markets. Since we didn't have a big market final, might as well talk about them now.
To be honest, I think the Knicks because the East gonna be wide open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Lakers are still in the West.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be nice though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard though. But I think the Knicks, I was talking to I was like the Knicks got this is their chance right here. You know what I'm saying? To
But something tells me they gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fuck it up?
The Knicks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
First of all, get a coach.
Yeah.
That would help.
First start, get a coach.
That would have closed.
Can this type of team that won't have a coach for like
can y'all
a
just
month.
forgive Mark Jackson? I know he said some wild shit, but like he's a great
That's a long
coach.
time ago.
real man.
That was a long time, but let it go, man. Yo, they be blackballing like, yo, you're not coming back.
It's crazy.
Like, yo, you're not like we don't care. And then they got tired of him announcing, you know what, you're too close to the court now.
I was like, when's the last time I heard him announce?
No, they kicked him off that shit too.
He was on.
First of all, announced crew for the NBA Finals were absolutely horrible.
Who was it?
Doris Burke.
Yeah, but she's not coming back next year.
No, good, because like I think there was a couple of years where like, all right, Doris is cool, and I was just like, all right, Doris. Richard Jefferson is too much of a clown. We don't respect his voice.
Better than Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie sucks.
he was all into that Knicks
Yeah.
phase. He was in that shit though.
Yeah.
Just for him to lose again. That's
People get
crazy.
mad at him. Yeah.
You probably be yo.
Yeah, that happens every time.
Say, I almost won through them and I still lost.
Whenever the Pacers beat the Knicks, they always lose the next round. Like you almost had it.
Some teams are just not destined to win. Some cities are just losers, bro. Like, it's just like you're just a loser
You're just
city,
losers,
dude.
bro.
Like what? Like
Knicks is
Indiana, you thought you had a chance. Stop it. Like you niggas not. Actually, I always say the same thing about Oklahoma City. So who am I to say anything?
Even when the Knicks were up on the Celtics, I'm like, there's one franchise that could blow a lead is the New York Knicks.
Yeah. Even when it was like 2-0.
Tatum had 40 before he went down.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know. Yeah. Fuck the Knicks. They're gonna fuck up somehow. Karl Anthony Towns, I swear to God, you so lucky you're Dominican because like there'd be times
Yo, for real.
by law I have to defend him and I have to support you. But you make it real hard. Pause. Like real tough.
Yeah,
Yo, like it's just like dog.
Dude.
And I gotta root for you and shit. Like stop, man. Like
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching it with my wife, and he does some.
he's a zesty
He
dude,
did
man.
this, like to try
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do a pick. I'm like, who does that?
After all that,
Yo, it's crazy. It's like,
It's like, God damn it, man.
He's like, you're not helping the Dominican stereotype. You're not helping us at all.
He changes his voice to be deeper in the end.
You should do that.
If he had a good
like
game,
Batman.
I was like, all right, buddy, that's
Like-
how you talk.
and they call it out. Or you just expose them and shit.
That sucks. Like think about the NBA players. Like, yo, they get the internet just finds everything about them. You can't even live like
Yeah.
Jordan never had to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? 90s players never really had to deal with that shit.
Jordan, just off the whatever the media, whatever how it was before, he couldn't deal with
No.
it.
No, yeah, right.
He wanted out from
Hated
like
them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody has 24-hour access to you and shit. Like, man, that's why they deserve the money they get. Because all the scrutiny, all the bullshit you had to deal with. But at the same time,
Nigga
I feel like
win.
it's
No,
made
shut up. I
everything
don't care about
softer
that.
too.
I don't care.
I don't want
Them
that
dudes
shit.
Just
definitely
win.
don't go on their phone after a bad game. They're just like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's tough.
Put that shit on D&D.
Bro,
Yeah.
You
listen.
see what Chauncey Billups said? He had players posting on at halftime. Dude got a dunk. He's at halftime. He's tweeting his own thing. I'm like, what are you doing?
But you know, if I'm the coach, you're not playing
Phone
for a
the
week and
way.
a half. Like a week and a half. Like don't even look at the don't even look at a basketball. You're running for the rest of your life.
Get off my
All right,
Yeah.
shout outs.
Get out of here.
Yeah, actually, I was being nice. I'll probably kick you off. Shout out to Vibe Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Nerd Gods.
Yes,
Just posted again.
Uneducated MMA.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Juan.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my child, 16-year-old
Yes, sir.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Happy birthday.
What other shout out? Shout out to Hood Inc. Shout out to Nova Skin. Shout out to
Shout out Gem.
P2P starting up. When is this dropping? Right before.
Yeah.
So
July 2nd?
I believe so. We'll be in the house. I'll be in the house for sure.
Yes, sir.
I don't think they got me
You
working.
shout-outs?
Actually, I'm gonna hit up McCall and make sure I'm mic'd up for that.
Nah, shout out to the guys at 806, man.
Appreciate
guys
you.
having
Yeah,
me here,
thanks for
man.
coming,
Long
man.
time coming. We here though. We did our thing.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Some good
We had
hoop
to-
talk.
we got to
yeah,
pull
yeah.
up to Chelsea. We might have to
Nah,
pull up
y'all,
to Chelsea.
y'all gotta come to Let It Fly, man. August
Oh,
9th. Put that shit in
absolutely.
your calendar now.
Absolutely.
Second Saturday of August, man. I don't care who's coming. It could be the Pope. Don't matter. I ain't
yeah.
changing the date for nobody.
All right. Well, see, thank you for stopping by. It
out to
was a
Pope.
great episode.
Oh, yeah.
We'll definitely have you back again.
Absolutely.
I need like a hoopers table kind of like. I'll give you you guys the
that'd
week
be
off
great.
one day.
Just like 5 hoopers.
5 hoopers and just sitting there. We got plans.
Real hoop talk.
Some real hoop talks. I love it. I know. I don't want to stop talking because I know like in a week or so, like all right,
Yeah, that's
we cover it, but like you got to give baseball his time.
And then football comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and football season, we out here.
Get lost.
All right, co-host REG, co-host Sanchez, I'm Melly Man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. 806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, you're. Take that. 806 The Show.